What's up, everybody? It's your Emperor John Kill3D Gaming here, and I've been finally able to do a dual screen temporary. And I know I still sound like shit. I'm sick, but hopefully I got the audio worked out because we're gonna go over live Quantum TV's horror. We're gonna look at what everyone has done in all the videos based on him, or at least most of them for the most part. So just give me a few seconds to set up, and we'll get this show on the road. There we go. Okay, so as we scroll, because the screen you can see it right here, but on my end it's right in front of me here. So I'll try to look it over. Are you feeling? I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm getting there slowly, but I did find the energy to do this. So it's what we're gonna do. Let me just share the stream around first. I mean, when you got a dude calling another dude's mom, this just shit gets out of hand. Like, okay. So as I'm sharing this around, we're going to listen to videos based on him and go over them. And there's a lot to go through. A lot of recent stuff. I mean, the dude is calling the Axeman's parents. I mean, the dude's insane. Where was that video? Where's the first video? Rich. Let's go over Rich's video. I want to watch Rich's video. X, let me know if the sound comes through perfectly fine. Because I wouldn't be able to tell. Hold on. Hell, if some motherfucker would do the same thing in full, but there you go. Some motherfucker would do the same thing in full, but there you go.
Thank you for the views. Birds, thank you too. Let's get into it. So, where do I begin with this rabbit hole? I'm not going to go through the whole synopsis of Quantum TV. I'll have links to my other videos, that's below in the description. You can check all of those out. But let's just say he is a tickled man who likes to review and calibrate televisions, who thinks that he could have hot takes about things on the internet, which is fine. I have hot takes all the time, and that he's not going to get any flack for them. He's not going to have anyone have any kind of criticism towards
Okay, that's good.
No matter how harsh it is. Look, I made a video on Gran Turismo 7. It wasn't popular in terms of made a lot of people angry. You have to expect it. But he doesn't. He wants to live in an echo chamber. And it started with Elden Ring and telling people to nicely jump off the bridge. Then
real quick, let's add some context to what Rich means when what Quantum. Yes, Quantum told. It's all right, Garrett. Quantum told the LGBT community to off themselves. Now, mind you, I live in Florida too, and it sucks that Quantum. Now I know he lives here in fucking Florida. I live an hour away from where the massacre had happened, and it was not pretty. It really was not. I knew people that were affected. I wasn't. I think I was at work at the time, or I forgot how long ago it's been, but it was, you know, very bad stuff that was going on. So you cannot agree with somebody's, lifestyle choice, but you don't ever have to wish death upon them. Nobody deserves to die. Like, nobody deserves to die unless you're probably a psychopath or a killer that's willing to do this to other people, then that's different. But let's just keep going.
This false flagging channel for copyright, starting with mischief, and then it was just a crap show of all this other information coming out about his horrible, bigoted, hateful takes across multiple platforms that he had access to for years, and he tried to say it was hackers, but it wasn't hackers, and conveniently it just so happened that when I was live streaming,
is that better? I lowered my mic.
That he shut down all of his social media, including his blog, mid-stream that I was streaming on my secondary channel, RTU Streams. You should go sub there. I talk about a lot of random things and kiss birds and play Elden Ring. RTU Streams, link below in the description. Well, the situation with Quantum TV has now reached
okay, there we go.
critical levels. That was actually a really bad joke. Critical is talking about him on YouTube now.
Yeah, moist critical.
Is that Quantum TV has committed the Streisand effect to a degree.
It's all good, Garrett.
When you look up the Streisand effect, you are going to see his face now.
That face scares me already.
Quantum TV, like I said, has reached major YouTubers, million-plus sub YouTubers. One which I found recently due to my newly found love of Elden Ring, which is the Ackman. He had a video up called The Worst Elden Ring Hot Takes, and guess who he featured? He featured Quantum TV. Now, any normal human being, I have had videos...
Man, I'm trying to share my links and Discord's giving me a hard time.
One of my friends, I consider them my friend on YouTube, is Griffin Gaming, and I'm still cool with him. And he's roasted me on my takes before. That people can criticize you and you could still be friends. Trust me, ask Intro Guy. He has ripped me a new asshole probably on a daily basis since we were 10 years old. And we're still friends.
Try to relax your anus.
Well, Quantum TV, he wants to be on YouTube and have his hot takes in an echo chamber. He wants to just say whatever he wants to say, and everyone just has to instantly agree with him and think it's the best take on everything ever. And if you don't, he's going to use the weak-ass excuse that you are infringing on his copyright and try to make your life a living hell. So even though you have every right to use his footage in a video that is transformative, because that's what falls under fair use, he wants to be known as the guy that, look, oh man, Quantum TV said something really stupid, but I know if I talk about him, he's going to start calling people, we'll get into that in a second, and making false claims and not leaving me alone and incessantly emailing me. We'll talk about that too in a second, but it doesn't work because people are allowed to speak their minds. And just because someone has an opinion on you does not mean they want to see you bullied or harassed. Like I said in one of my live streams, I actually get angry when I find out that someone went after somebody that I talk about in a positive or negative light. Because that's the thing, too. It's not just talking about other people. You could talk about a game in a positive or negative light, and a troll may go and bother one of the developers. I don't know why that is. I think it's...
Are you serious? He did? I'll look into it in a minute. I'll look into it. Because that's what we're here to do.
They are morons, and you have to tell them, leave people alone. Why do you do it? I have reasons, but I don't want to make this video 30 minutes long. Let's continue. Well, anyway, due to the Ackmans,
he will never show up in this fucking chat at all. He really would not.
He was not happy. Was not happy at all. And he, of course, did the whole thing that he always does. False copyright.
Okay, good. Just making sure my quality was up.
Yeah.
There we go. Just fixing my monitor.
YouTube went in the Ackman's favor when Quantum TV filed a claim against his video.
Actually, pause there. Quantum TV sounds like a fucking... Like, he repeat himself so many times. It's like, I heard the phone call he had with the Ackman's mother, and all he did was say the same things. It's like he's stuck on repeat. He's a broken fucking record. It's like, is he reading a script over the phone?
Well, doesn't that suck? Well, since that didn't work, Quantum TV took things to a level that you just don't do. It doesn't matter how he got the information. It doesn't matter what was said. It's still weird. Very, very weird. This is what the Ackman posted on Twitter yesterday. And here, look, just look. I can confirm that Quantum TV is threatening me and my family with doxing and violence. We'll talk about that in a second. Even reached out to my mother saying we wouldn't want families to get hurt or involved in this. I wish I was joking. If we see you, Quantum, we shoot on sight. Now,
at this point, Quantum has got to the fucking... Okay, I understand that there's a way to word that differently, yes. But he's pushed it to that point. Quantum is now in fuck around and find out territory. That is where he's at. You want to fuck around, you're going to find out. Shit. Yeah, it could be word different, but Quantum TV's a bitch. He's going to take everything as an offense.
Now, I have a slightly different take. I still agree that this is insane. Why would you call the Act-Man's mother, Quantum? I don't care how you got the information. I don't care if the Act-Man's mother paid for a billboard in the middle of Times Square saying, "Hi, I'm the Act-Man's mom. Here's my number." Why would you call his mom over a YouTube video? What are you, 12? It's a YouTube video, and you call his mommy like he's bullying you at the playground when you're in junior high? What are you doing? Anyway, though, okay. Couple things here. I will say this, the Ackman. You should have worded that differently. I'm sure you were weirded out, and it just was like an impulse thing that you wrote.
I mean, yeah, any one of us would be impulsed, you know? I mean, yeah, you do need to think things through because of who you're dealing with. But at the end of the day, Quantum has warranted this shit to happen. He has brought all this upon himself, and he's acting like a victim. He's acting like a victim.
Instead of saying, if you see you, Quantum, we shoot on sight, you should have said, if you show up to my property, we shoot on sight, or you show up to my property, there's going to be problems. Because now the way that's worded, Victim TV is going to be like, oh my God, he's threatening to shoot me if he sees me anywhere. What happens if we're in a Walmart together and I'm getting my favorite no-name brand soda and I see the Act-Man there? Are we going to have a duel? So that should have been worded differently. Also,
Young Defiant at least has some sense.
With this too, because I've seen other people do it.
That's all I gotta say.
Play the same victim card.
Oh my God, fucking ads, bro. All right, I'm gonna let the ads play. I'm gonna let it because I got it muted real quick. But look, the Quantum TV is just like beyond fucking stupid. He's already gonna lose.
Card that Quantum TV does. He wants to make it seem like these videos having opinions on him are putting him in danger.
No. Oh shit.
Gaming in a second. Look at the danger these evil YouTubers are putting me in, having an opinion on my opinion. But I'm allowed to have my opinion so long as everybody agrees with me. But if people disagree with me and call me out of my opinion and use my footage, it puts my family in danger. That's what I think he's really doing. I don't think he was threatening you. Believe me, I think this is weird and it is creepy, but I don't think it was a veiled threat. I hope, anyway. But I really just don't think it was. And then here's a second tweet from the Ackman. He even makes veiled threats of violence in his latest video around 1720. You guys are going to get someone killed. Yeah, bro, it's going to be you if you do anything. And someone at YouTube asked this guy now, you know what's funny in a weird way? And it's not because of the free real estate and the amazing amount of views you've given me. Thank you, Quantum TV. I just kind of don't want him booted off the platform. He's ban evading, and he deserves to be booted. But
that was a detail that I had learned from Rich first, that he was ban evading. I didn't know nothing about this quantum apotheosis bullshit or any of the 9 yards that was going on, but Wow. How the hell has he been able to ban invade this long? Is amazing.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying because he's kind of creepy. I know he can't help but upload. So I kind of want to keep track of him on his YouTube channel. Make sure he's not getting even weirder. Maybe that's just me. Anyway, well, just to show you that this whole thing that happened with the Ackman and Quantum TV and how this is Quantum TV's shtick that he does, where he plays the victim card. It happened to Griffin Gaming as well. Okay, Griffin Gaming back in this is before the 9th gen consoles were released, had a video on Quantum TV's terrible take about the Xbox Series X. Quantum TV made a video. And Griffin's video is called "Do Not Buy the Xbox Series X. Microsoft is anti-consumer," according to an angry PS5 and PC fanboy, and he's calling out Quantum TV. Well, anyway, the same thing happened with Quantum TV and Griffin Gaming. Quantum TV did the same spiel where you're using my copyrighted IP footage and my video footage, and this is wrong, and you shouldn't do that. And they had an email back and forth. And Griffin Gaming, you could check the video. I have it linked below. Was very amicable with him, and he's like, "All right, man, you don't want me to have that audio at the end? I'll trim it out. You want me to do this? I'll trim it out." And finally, it seemed, but it didn't end there, of course, because Quantum TV wasn't about the IP.
That's all good.
It seemed anyway initially that once Griffin made those edits to his video, things were going to be hunky-dory, right? No, of course not. Quantum TV then went into the whole spiel. That didn't work. He thought that. I know what happened.
What's up, Chris?
He thought that being a pain in the ass in the email would just shut down. I'm going to just take down the video. I don't want to deal with it. He didn't do that, though, because Griffin Gaming is like me. He was basically thinking, even though he was being amicable, screw off. Quantum TV was like, shit, that didn't work. Okay, so now he went.
Yeah, I remember that.
Thing between the emails that I'm a victim. Woe is me. Oh my God, my family, my children, because you had a take on my Xbox Series X video. Oh no, whatever shall I do? And that was the back and forth. And then finally, Griffin Gaming was like, "Look, man, just show me an example. This sounds really bad. Show me an example."
No, he's not done, Kage.
TV replies back in the email, "I can't do to protect my family's information. I can't really show you too much, but here's the onslaught of."
This isn't cloud chasing. This is called coverage. It's free real estate.
Hi!
That's the best depiction that Rich gave.
Get in the witness protection program, Quantum TV.
That shit doesn't get old. Quantum needs to get into witness protection.
They don't like your take on the Xbox Series X.
Thank you, Keith.
Oh no!
Get that freak out of here.
That's all you have? What amazes me too is he went through all this effort with Griffin Gaming with the back and forth emails to make him seem like the victim. So much, and he couldn't even feign.
There we go.
Fake example of something more extreme than this. You can't make this up. Were the medications kicking in that day? Quantum, were you more lucid that day? And you're like, oh my God.
No, I didn't. Oh, at the top.
I did do this back and forth email with him for days. I guess I got to show him something. This is next level insane. That's what you. Well, anyway, Quantum TV, who is a man who has to respond to everything, even though
I don't mind that. I like anthologies.
Has a whole bunch of stuff on his community post on his YouTube channel, putting up a picture of himself saying, "Yakman, I just want to be left alone. If this is how you respond." Again, playing the good old-fashioned victim card, showing on his YouTube community tab what the Yakman had left on Twitter. The same thing we shoot on site. You have no problem putting out hot takes and calling out other content creators. But when you have a hot take, if anybody questions it, you are crying. But you don't have any issue putting out hot takes on HDTV tests, stop the FOMO, digital trends, The list goes on, which is fine. Have hot takes. I have hot takes as well.
Quantum looks like a knockoff Eddie Murphy.
You gotta take it. You can't just dish it and everyone, oh, that was the best opinion ever. You are wrong about nothing, sir. I will worship your feet. I will sit down before them. Quantum TV.
You can't fix narcissistic personality disorder.
And then he goes to respond to him calling the Actman's mother, which there's no matter what was said.
Kage, do you want in on a history lesson?
That you as a grown-ass man would call someone's mother because your feelings were hurt due to another YouTube video. Anyway, this is what he said to the Actman on YouTube in his community tab. I reached out to your mother to convey the severity of real-world harm you have been causing through your social media actions. In no way have I ever threatened your family or your mother. I definitely never used any veiled threats, but now you're calling for Act Bros to unite for Act Mother's honor. This has officially turned into criminal activity. I told you he would do that, Actman. This is a direct call for an uprising and threat of gun violence against me. I warned you.
It's Quantum TV. He's still trying to like do everything against the Actman.
And given the last conversation I had with your mother, I figured you'd leave
me
alone. But here is yet another.
I don't know how the hell you got a hold of the number to the Actman's mother. I don't understand how the hell did you get a hold of the number? It says just as Dale, yeah, just as low tier God. He's like low tier God, but for TVs. That's really what it is. Perfect example. If you called my household, he's exactly, yeah. He acts like, especially in some videos, he talks like Donald Trump.
Another extremely manipulative post calling for unity as you threaten gun violence. I'll be sending this to authorities. Threats will not be tolerated. I told you he would do that. I told you that
he's victim 101. I mean, good God. I've never seen somebody this narcissistic, and I've dealt with plenty of narcissists on YouTube.
He is, for a guy who's anti-cancel culture and hates when people are the victim, he sure loves being the victim. Loves it. If you added "don't show up to my home," he probably would move the goalpost and cry to something else. But he's going to make it like he is the good guy and everyone else is the bad guy because he's delusional. He's insane. And yes, he needs to be taken off the platform. But there is one silver lining that has happened from all this. Mischief, YouTuber that this all began with because he put a false copyright claim. Quantum TV put a false copyright claim on his channel. Now has over 102,000 subscribers. When this started, he only had a few thousand.
Actually, I think Mischief went up, which is a great thing. Let me look personally. We'll get back to that. Let me just pull up the tab for Mischief. Because I know I subbed to him, unless I don't know if he covered, I think he did cover the situation yesterday, I believe, more of it. Do I even have, okay, he hasn't popped. Yeah, let me type it up. Mischief is actually at 139K. I can't check the sub count somewhere. But yeah, he created his channel just 4 years ago. And look at all this that Quantum has like done to this. But like these are the recent streams from 8 days ago. Yeah, this was yesterday. Because I remember seeing this yesterday, the Quantum Saga. As a matter of fact, you know what? We'll do that for I'll do that in a second as well. We'll look through, not the live streams, because people look through, we'll just look through the video variations of it. So.
Look, my editor actually advised me.
What's up, Andrew?
He's given me very good advice throughout the years. Part of the reason, or a huge part of the reason, I should say, that I don't feed the
Kid went from 1K subs, yeah. And you know what? For all the shit he's went through, he deserves it. I don't know how his wife condones his actions.
He doesn't want this, and the publicity is not working for him because what is it going to end with? It's going to end with his YouTube channel being shut down. So I don't think he's doing this for attention. I just think his narcissism runs so deep that he doesn't know when to stop. And
no, he doesn't.
There was a lot of people who wanted me to talk about this. During my live stream last night, people were asking left and right, up and down, Rich, when are you going to talk about what happened with Fun on TV and the Ackman? When are you going to talk about it? So it's important and people want me to discuss it. And 3, yeah, this guy absolutely needs his channel to be shut down. This is insane.
I think there's pictures out there showing it.
Copyright system like this to this degree and be on the platform. He's like the kid that keeps disrupting YouTube class. And he
Seriously.
needs to be expelled because class needs to get back in session because it's disrupting everybody. So I have this to say to you, Quantum, and I genuinely mean this. I'm not a perfect person either, so I think I'm going there trying to be in a soapbox. But you have serious issues. You need to get help. You need an intervention for yourself. I'm not saying this from a nasty perspective or a facetious perspective. You have problems, and if you get them addressed, it would help you not just on a social media platform, it would help you in real life. I see it there, man. The mental illness is there, and I hope you do something about it. But knowing you think there's absolutely nothing wrong, and you think everyone else is crazy, so you think I'm just probably saying that to be a terrible person. That's okay. But you can't get away with this stuff, and the community is not going to let you. This is Rich, a review.
Let's see. Oh, Quantum TV. Oh, Jesus. Here we go. Let's actually look into this.
Okay, it is not okay to do what you guys are doing, and I hope like all you people picking this up and like live streaming it and like running a take will actually let the full video play out and listen to what I'm saying and actually ask Ackman for the proof and actually trace your steps and be responsible so-called journalist if that's what you want to call yourself, because it just run with the narrative like black guy unhinged, black guy crazy and bad, like typical pulling the race card and all this other stuff is like I literally got nooses all over my email. Like,
oh my God.
What year is it? Like, I didn't even know people still believe that in this day.
Okay, hold up. We're going to start this morons live stream from the beginning.
Hey, I want to apologize to all of my regular fans. Like, true.
What regular fans? Actually, I'm about to start from the beginning. So, yeah, get him out of here. All right, thank you. So, before we deal with this bullshit, let me just prepare myself. Yep, that's what they'll do. Don't worry.
Truly am sorry. Seriously sorry that you guys keep going through this. We'll get back to normal content. We'll start doing our comparisons and all that other stuff.
Bro, you're never going to get back to normal content. You've been saying that for the past few videos.
We do have to address this one final time. So
final time my ass.
Disregard this video if you're not interested. If you just want to hear what I have to say anyway, then stay through till the end. For everybody else, we're going to talk about the hypocrisy that you guys are putting out there. The first thing I take a major protest to and have a big problem with is this labeling me, saying that I've sent a text message to Ackman's mother threatening her. I've never actually done that a single day in my life. And in fact,
a threat doesn't have to be an over-the-top, veiled, I'm going to kill you type of threat. Has he never heard of subtle threats? Like, at all? All right, Keith.
in fact, it kind of sounds like she's inciting him to do something dangerous or violent or criminal.
Oh my God. You're so fucking stupid, Quantum. You are so fucking stupid. Either I'm going to choke on this oatmeal pie or have a tumor from his stupidity.
Commit some crime with, just don't do something that links back to you. I mean, go ahead and try it, but don't do anything he can link to you. Good luck, hon, he's a nut kind of thing. Like, it doesn't really sound like she's trying to defuse the situation at all, even though she called me back. She was so threatened, she called me back and magically acted.
One, the reason why she called you back, because I'm pretty sure she assumed that you're just a fucking nut, bro. Forgive me for my direction looking that way. My second monitor is here, and I know on my chat it makes me look like I'm looking off, but I'm technically not. I would look at it from this screen, but it's a little small, and I want to see everything up close, like when I do other like comments and everything.
Ackman was so threatened on the 23rd of April in that video where I show the timestamp, and literally, like, all this is timestamped. You can hear the surveillance footage of what I said, and then you can also
Surveillance bro. You call that shit surveillance footage? I'm gonna tell you what it is, since we both live in Florida. Two-party state. You did something illegal recording the phone calls. That's fucking illegal, bro. Illegal. Can you spell it? Spell it with me now. I-G Eagle. You stupid, Quantum.
also see the outgoing call on the 23rd. And then magically that day on the 23rd, the Ackman says, I'm moving on. It wasn't until my Power of an Apology video came out where I mentioned that I contacted his mother, where I guess he got embarrassed and upset by that he decided he was going to make a death threat.
He didn't get embarrassed. He just looked at you like you were fucking crazy.
Failed, as a, oh, I'm just some concerned homeowner. Oh, no, I would oh, if you come to my family. No, this was an unprovoked death threat. And we can prove that because I have the surveillance footage that was running in my home at the time I made the call to your mother and that she called me back. Those two things alone prove that you did a criminal crime. You're
stupid ass. You already broke the law. How in the hell did he's committing? Whew! This video is a train wreck.
Criminal crime, a criminal act. You're literally doing things to incite a mob to come after me because you don't like that I found you off of, again, Yellow Pages. Hello, and I did so just to contact you.
Oh my God, we're gonna have a tumor before this is over.
Just the fact that I tried to contact you by, again, reaching out to next to kin, I guess, upsets you. But in that respect, and
you're never supposed to look. Let me load up this fucking bowl of weed. But you're never supposed to come. Like, you're a grown ass fucking man. We're grown ass people here, and yet your ass decides to, like, motherfucker. Let's say if you called my mother, she would literally look at you. You're fucking crazy. In fact, my mom would probably curse you the fuck out, Quantum, and make you fucking cry over the phone. You don't scare her. And plus, one of my uncles is a lawyer. He's even stated that your case that you're making, you would lose everything. You are a fucking Looney Tune. Like, the biggest Looney Tune I've ever seen.
Anybody who's ever reached out to anyone's next of kin to reach someone else, I guess they're just creepy for that. It's ridiculous that this is the mindset, but we know what it is. If we look at
okay, so how would you feel if a stranger just called your wife or called your mother? You wouldn't react the same? Get off your fucking high horse and moral high ground. Seriously. Like, dude, for someone who claims he's a Christian man, you have no Christian values. You believe in rules for thee and not for me. That's the fucking definition of impediment you are, bitch.
The behavior of people like Mischief and Refuting USA who make apologies for racism.
Yeah.
And people who...
Hold up. I gotta ask you this, Quantum. Why did you reject the opportunity to talk to the Act Man? He gave you the opportunity. You're the one that's lying to saying nobody reached out to you. Motherfucker, you were just too scared to go in there because you would have got massacred. Your logic would have been destroyed.
Support child pornography and child predator behavior, then it's very obvious what's going on here. I mean, literally look at Mischief on February 22nd, where he makes a video talking about, you know, Fertanga Plays and or whatever his name is, and the Act Man are trying to be canceled by PlayStation fanboys for racism. It's not that they're trying to be
He tried to what? He tried to jump the half-breed comment. It gets way worse. Yo, how could you even? Here's the thing. You know what's funny? It's like yesterday I was called racist for talking about Quantum, but I'm like, and what is your problem with me doing that?
canceled by fanboys is that when you have a history of attacking people and insulting them and harassing them, and they look into you and they say, hey, what are you all about? And then stuff pops up on you because you're a YouTube celebrity. And one of those things is that you told people to slit their wrists. You're dropping the N-word on multiple occasions. You have very choice words again.
This guy's the definition of whataboutism. He's trying to condemn everyone else's actions, saying, though, if they can do it, basically, if they can do it, he can do it. That's not how it works, Chief. I'm sorry. Pretentious dude. I'm medically cleared to do this because I have a damaged shoulder. So if you don't like it, there's the door. Plain and simple.
Against the gay community, you have very choice words against Jewish people and like all this other stuff, like things that you and your community of friends have said collectively.
Well, the thing is, Quantum, if you have evidence, where is it that they said these things? You're just speaking with a blank background with a fucking Q crown. Okay? That's really it. Like, because looking at your comment section over here, this shit is hilarious. These people iced you because you're making the situation worse for yourself.
Collectively is just the worst. And when you get caught saying these horrible things, you guys come out and you make these like disingenuous apology videos and you say like, oh, but I apologize and I owned it. And all should be forgiven and don't ever bring it up again. And it's that mindset. It's like, man, you guys really strike me as like those people who like went to college and were like the guys getting accused of like sexual assault. And then the moment like, you know, you apologize for it, you demanded everybody let it go because you were a kid with a bright future. Like that's how you guys act. And it's in your history of your behavior. It's not just me like coming up with a complaint. Dude,
you shouldn't be talking about nobody's behavior but your own. And you're bringing up stuff that's like years old that these guys have did. And you know what? They came out and they've apologized for it. Hell, I've come out and apologized for stupid shit I've said to people, for arguments I've gotten to people. And there's people that I used to have feuds with that now we may not be friends, but we're YouTube associates, and we, you know, collectively would pass information like, look, this person's doing this person's doing that. You know, the YouTube community has one unspoken rule, and that's not to false flag. And that's, you started doing this. That was basically like Elden Ring was the catalyst for your downfall.
Like that's how this comes off, right? At least to me. Now, the thing that really gives it away is that like Mischief runs to Refuting USA saying things like, oh, I guess Quantum found his new chew toy when I was sent all those things about you, Act Man. And then
exactly,
like, oh,
Ryan Thomas. Exactly.
Them like 4 times.
I'll just say
That's
Ryan.
funny coming from you, Mischief, considering like I've disavowed those Act tweets on multiple occasions.
Hold up, shit. Hold up. 2 seconds, 3 seconds. I don't know how many fucking seconds. Hold up. Motherfucker, I've been watching these videos since it started. Since the drama started with you. You never disavowed a fucking thing. Okay? You never disavowed shit. So I don't want to hear it. You haven't disavowed a damn thing. Huh. Bull. Woo. What the hell did I just click? Wow. It took me off the video to an Elden Ring lore video. I think it's trying to tell me, John, just watch Elden Ring. Just watch Elden Ring. Oh, fuck. Let me get us back to where we were.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Brandon. Like, even Asm Gold jumps up and, like, tell me as, like, those people who, like, went to college and were, like,
there we go,
getting accused of, like, sexual assault. And then the moment, like, you know, you apologize for it, you demanded everybody let it go.
Seriously.
With a bright future.
Not only that, the timing of what he says doesn't add up. Just doesn't add up. Oh, the chat's disabled. Damn it. Oh, he disabled it. That bitch.
Mischief runs to Review Tech USA saying things like, oh, I guess Quantum found his new chew toy.
Thank you. That's fucking lunacy.
About you, Act Man. And then kind of says that, like, oh, never mind the fact that he disavowed them like 4 times. That's funny coming from you, Mischief, considering, like, I've disavowed those hack tweets on multiple occasions.
No, you didn't.
It's funny that you guys say that we've proved that it wasn't a hack.
Hold on. No, you didn't. You never disavowed a fucking thing, and the guys all do show evidence.
As if you have surveillance video placing me in some public library, typing out those tweets with, like, timestamps and, you know, logs of, like, every keystroke I made on that day, and at the same breath and token, like, you guys want to sit there and
you won't have the fucking balls because what we're doing is transformative here, or at least we're doing commentary over his shit. I played Rich's video. I'm going to be going over some other videos, so he won't do anything. He can't handle shit. You're right about that, Dave Evans. You are absolutely right about that.
Floating about it or something. There's nothing like that. And I find it very funny, and I think most people with a brain would find it very odd and suspicious that I tell you I got
the problem is you don't have a fucking brain. You don't have a fucking brain. You're wasting our time because, to quote Griffin Gaming, you're stealing our fucking intelligence.
Pull up are from 2018, and then all of the negative posts you pull up are from 2018. When I told you I got hacked, it's very convenient how that works, right? Very convenient. How all this stuff falls in line with what I told you. But again,
he won't do that.
Disavow something, it means something. When I disavow something, it's a lie. It's a hypocrisy. Like,
no, the one who's been the definition of hypocrite is you, because you started a little something called the Streisand effect, and you should. I swear, can somebody go on the wiki and change the put a picture of him for the Streisand effect? It would work out a lot better.
You want to say what you think, but not listen to what others say. And I think that's the danger here. Because now you guys are kind of running with, like, he's a bigot, he's a homophobe, he's a transphobe. You're just trying to weaponize the gay community against me. Because if we look at your history, here's
the thing. If anybody who's weaponizing against it, it's you. You're doing this to yourself. This is like that scene of Anakin and Obi-Wan. You're trying to blame everybody, but you have done all this to yourself, Quantum.
You said a lot of really, really anti-gay stuff, Hack Man. Like, really bad, right? And
you're damn right, E. Quantum sounds like a fucking clown.
Apologizing for that. When you have Review Tech USA apologizing for that, saying, yeah, they were terrible, but, you know, they owned up to it and they didn't try to use whataboutisms to try to, like, dismiss it or deflect. I'm not deflecting. I straight up didn't.
You're not deflecting. You're molding. You're malting.
Do the shit, so I'm not going to own something I didn't do. When I make a mistake, I own it outright and say, you know what? Damn, I was wrong. But this isn't one of those examples, and no matter how much you cry for spilled milk, I'm not going to fucking put it in a bottle and breastfeed it to you, okay? Or whatever, or feed it through the bottle to you. Like,
I think I know what his problem is. He was never breastfed, probably. His mama was like, oh no, them Eddie Murphy looking fucking teeth they ain't gonna bite my nipples.
Sorry, but that's just not how the world works, okay? The world
you getting that formula shit, buddy.
Your talking points, as you would so generously like to think. And this concept now that like even Asm Gold jumps up and like tells a lie, like quantum text, you know.
Here's the thing, Quantum, what you don't understand. And I liked it in one video, Review Tech said it best. YouTube is like real estate. We have every right to make a video. Think of your views, your likes, your dislikes as your own little properties. As you continue to make footage and videos and upload them, all that counts is like you making your way. And think about it as your subscriber count is like your town. The more you build your subscribers, the bigger your city is getting, the bigger your empire is getting, so to speak. So if you look at it like that, we have the right to make any video we want and say what we want about the topic. Okay? You don't like it, that's too bad, Quantum. Okay? It's too bad. You're probably on the wrong website then. Why don't you create a website where you can personally live stream in your own echo chamber? Okay? Go back to your fictionary world.
Ackman's mother, and he threatened violence against her and all this shit, and then even follows it up where if somebody did that to my mother, I'd want to shoot them too. Like, you guys are really making this a nasty situation for no reason. I never threatened anyone, and you both know that. You know, and the surveillance.
The problem with you, Quantum, is you fail to provide context. You'll just say something bland and leave it up to interpretation. So what do you think with what you did? You called Ackman's mother first. What do you think's going to go through their head? Okay? That's the one thing. You're not using this. I don't think God ever gave you this. He never gave you this up here. Because shit, that fucking thing is hollow.
Surveillance footage shows that very clearly. And if you think it's fake surveillance footage because I blacked it out to conceal what was going on in the background in my own household where my family members were moving around freely, well, you can look at the timestamp dated for April 23rd and then the outgoing call log that I provided, and then the 23rd where Ackman magically says he's moving on, and then after the apology video that I put up, the power of an apology video, magically wants to get triggered, and then all these threats magically happened after I called his mother. Like, you guys really need to look at things.
You want us to see things through your eyes, and the problem is you're seeing with nothing but tunnel vision. Okay, it's like you're just literally like, I have to do this, ignoring everything around you. You're not self-aware.
Full picture and stop playing games here, because this is a witch hunt, and it's happening because you guys want to steal my content.
Bro, if this was a witch hunt, you would have probably been taken care of a long time ago, because even your own community of AV TV reviewers can't fucking stand you. So you shouldn't be popping shit. Man, I'm suffering COVID right now, and I'm using more brain power than you.
And harass me and damage the original videos. Because when
the problem is you can't steal anything off of YouTube. Like, that's the one thing he doesn't understand. Once you upload something to YouTube, it's public domain. Your video is in the public eye. Like, Quantum, like, I'm just looking at the big screen. I know I should be looking that way, but it's right over there in front of me as well. So it's either or. I see the screen. But Quantum is just retarded beyond belief. He doesn't know the law. He doesn't understand the law.
When I made those Elden Ring videos, you guys wanted to do your so-called takes on my video, which turned into harassment, which turned into people coming from your channel to ratio out my content, which destroys its ability to profit on the market, which in turn...
I know he didn't just say... Because that's one of the key points you're doing this, Quantum. Oh, my... Hold up! This motherfucker just admitted he's doing this for profit. I trust all y'all heard that correctly. Am I right? Am I right? Y'all heard that correctly. He's doing this solely for fucking profit. I have the power. There's a reason why he's doing this. Anybody with self-decent respect wouldn't profit off the situation. That means he's got no morals, and he's got no moral high ground.
Makes it no longer fair use, which is the sole reason I fucking ever filed for copyright.
And here's the thing, he's again wrong about the copyright. YouTube will not accurately tell you. It's even been stated by Mudahar. I'll look into his video because he explains it very well. And a couple videos do show the documents and the things that have been brought up. Especially, I'll look into Rags' video as well. But that means Quantum doesn't understand that these videos were transformed into different ways. And what he keeps bringing up are these 4 factors. But he solely focuses, I believe it's factor number 3, but doesn't realize that the other factors fall on top of him.
Right, infringement claim against you. You use a certain percentage of it, you cause damages, and you use all the stuff containing my imagery, and then you act like it's not a big deal. Like, no harm can be done from destroying someone's reputation. But if it happened to you, I guarantee you, you'd be whining, pissing, bitching, and moaning.
Well, the thing is, nobody really does that. Only people like you do that. I mean, the percentage of people that like to copyright is very small. That's why when incidences with copyright happen, it becomes a big deal. And you're just the most recent one.
You're the first people to claim you don't like abusers, you don't like, bullies, and you sit there and you literally indulge in the same behavior you say that you're not for. Time and time again, these
Criticism is not bullying. Yes, there's a gray area, and I'm going to tell you why. I've seen and been in situations where people will just solely attack you because they felt motivated by somebody who had either made a video on you or they came into seeing your image in the wrong light. Let me see what you're. I have no idea what the Ackman said about. No, Ackman didn't really say anything that crazy, and he long retracted. This is years ago. This is stuff he's done years ago. The same with Review Tech, but QTV denies all that bullshit. But there's no evidence of the stuff he claims that has gone on, like the hacking. That's the thing. That's the fine line.
These false lies that I'm unhinged, I'm dangerous on the platform. I've been reviewing TVs long before you guys have ever started talking about me. The way you guys flock to controversy.
Well, the reason why nobody's heard of you because you're probably particularly not well known in the TV space either. You're known for doing this exact same thing. You threaten mischief anyway with your fucking delusions. Your delusions are a mental gymnastic threat anyway. He still can't understand fair use. You're damn right he still can't understand it. He can't understand shit. Oh my god, I hate that my nose itches. I hate being sick. But guess what? I'm going to do this.
That you would have run into my name a couple of different fucking times if I actually was unhinged and dangerous.
Wait, Keith, what are you doing?
No,
Dave didn't do anything. Don't worry.
Not realizing that like all you're doing is just making this a really bad situation because you don't like me. You want me off the platform and you think
was that an accident?
The job done. But let me just kind of put this out there. All you guys have to understand when you claim that somebody said something or you report something to YouTube is an unbiased party. They're going to look at all the evidence and all the facts about this creator on the platform. And
then why did they reject you, dumbass? Why did they reject your claim multiple times? And you didn't even file the claims correctly. You're just, oh my god. This guy's retarded. I wish I could see his chat, what people are saying about him.
And when they conclude, as they have, that I've not done a single fucking thing but make TV videos and I'm not actually some unhinged, dangerous person that needs to be deplatformed, then you're going to sit there and run with what Actman is doing right now, what Asm Gold is doing right now. Well, if we can't...
Everybody is trying to make sure YouTube catches you for the stupid shit you've done. Okay? You're breaking TOS and you're breaking laws. People need you off the platform because you don't realize, like, narcissism runs deep. It's almost like you need science to explain it.
We can't get him terminated because he's clean. Well, then we can try to make him dirty by saying that he committed a crime, and we'll just come up with some lie that he texted your mother. Like this level of hatred is insane.
You called her. I haven't seen. There's no video that shows that you text her. They're saying the phone call. So where are you getting the texting from? You're adding a story on top. That sounds like you're adding a story to try to fill out and justify. But guess what? People are not that stupid. Even people even fucking Stevie Wonder could see you're breaking the law. And homie is blind.
And it's so outlandish. All you had to do, Act-Man, was call me back. I gave you my number through your mother. That was the sole purpose of me reaching out to your next of kin.
He reached out to you on Discord, and you wanted everything in writing, which can be misconstrued. Quantum, you are special. And I mean small bus special. Was researching this quantum guy and came across the stream. Oh, Mr. Hentai, welcome. We're going over his recent video he just did. He's already exposed for doing this. Like, he admitted that he's only keeping this up solely for profit. Solely for profit.
Yeah. Like, if you really honestly wanted to talk, you could have. And you didn't. I don't have any.
Yeah, he is.
A Discord conversation or talking on voice chat. I want to talk.
You don't have it. It's the same thing. If you can record the phone call with the mother, you can record the phone call on Discord. Even Ackman said you could if you felt like, your contradictions.
Where you're not recording it, and where if you record it, you're violating two-party consent laws. That's what.
Oh my God, you stupid fuck. You stupid fuck. This is hurting. I feel ulcers. I feel like I have ulcerative colitis. Oh my God, Crohn's disease. Oh my God. This. You're living in Florida, bro. You already broke the two-party consent laws. You fucking moron. I live in Florida. I know. Oh my God. I wonder if he's from Miami.
That's why I didn't join the call, by the way. I want to make sure that there's no audience. I want to make sure that there's nothing. There's just two people talking to resolve their differences.
Oh my. Colin Davis. I'm fucking done with this guy, man. Like, my God, what the absolute fuck. Like, dude, he's exposing himself in this stream that he did. I wish I caught it early. Like, even let's say if he tried to come at me for him doing this, like playing this, I would win the case. I'll probably clear out all his fucking TVs. His self-awareness, there's none. It doesn't exist.
And you didn't want to do that because, case in point, you shared all the private messages that we had, the same way Griffin Gaming shared every email that I had. And even, it's funny because every time you guys make damaging content, I do try to reach out to you and tell you, you guys have caused harm with this kind of nonsense. And I love that you guys are like...
You doxed. You have information on the people that talked about you that you could easily dox. You realize this, right?
Oh, Quantum makes death threats. It's okay when he does it. I didn't make a death threat. I literally quoted what Florida law says. It's a stand your ground state.
Yeah, it's a stand your ground state, but oh my God. Even if you took the phone call to court that you recorded, you couldn't do because you didn't get the permission of the mother either.
And when people are saying that they're going to show up to my house with guns, they're going to bash my head in.
Who's ever said that? Where's the proof? No one has said that. Jason, what are you doing? He's okay. Keith, what are you doing? Why'd you hide him? He didn't do nothing wrong. It's all good. What's going on with the you actually hitting the hide button or something? Or using the phone?
Head in. They're gonna do all kinds of unspeakable
My nose
things
itches
to
so
my
bad,
wife
guys.
and my girls, like, if you're gonna go with that narrative, I'm just gonna say that, listen, it's literally a stand your ground state. Like, if you show up doing any of that stuff, well, at the end of the day, I will have to stand my ground against that. Like, that's not a death threat to any specific.
You sound like you're trying to lure people into that situation. Do you hear how he sounds? It sounds like he's trying to lure somebody into doing it. Oh, you're using your phone. So is it a touch phone? Because a touch phone does have that problem.
Specific person at all. Like, that's literally just saying, like, I will defend myself if you guys want to bring these violent threats and act on the death threats, which again came from Griffin Gaming's Xbox video.
Griffin Gaming, here's the thing. I don't agree with a lot of things he says, but about this situation, he can't control what certain people say about you. It's how you come off to people that makes you look bad. You come off to somebody in this negative manner, especially how you came off to the Elden Ring community. So if you fling shit, you're going to get shit back and you're going to deal with it. Fucking pussy.
Where he literally called me out and tried to do all this shit. And of course, magically, the guy lumped in with these racists. Magically, the racist apologist has fans that like that kind of behavior. And like, you guys have no idea. I'm literally getting like emails of like black people hanging from trees from the 1950s.
Why don't you
with, like all kinds of
Why don't you show them? Why don't you show the proof? You're just performing he says. Like he said, she said bullshit. So think about it. Why aren't you providing proof? I think you're just saying shit out of your ass. And even if you do, you'll use fake doctored images.
N-bombs being dropped right after the Ackman's video and Asmongold's video. Like, this is the community that like wants to play when they have a moral high ground. Like, I guarantee you, if iJustine made a video about this, I wouldn't be getting like the N-bomb and like people hanging from trees and like all this stuff. Like, because that's not her base. She has a channel that's about tech and usually good vibes. But you guys are about controversy and hatred, and that's the kind of people you pull in. And you want to act like nobody can potentially be harmed by your actions. And you want to try to pretend like when I said, I'm genuinely worried for your targets. Like, the people you target and harass, I'm worried about their safety. You want to act like, oh my God, this guy plays victim. Duh.
Quantum. You don't understand that you caused unnecessary drama. You insulted the community first. If you could have did a review, the Ackman proved you wrong. If you could have did a video just saying the example, I hate this piece of shit game and its fucking graphics, versus I'm not really a fan of this art style and the gameplay, but I can understand why people do like it. Which answer sounds easier and less disrespectful? Have you not got that clear up here in your noggin?
Doesn't he? No, you guys victimize people with your behavior. You target them. You look at them as like literally a digital scoreboard in a game, and like you have fun. You go to town with them. Even as far, you took it as far as saying that your mother was threatened when somebody reached out to next of kin. Because how dare they find you in the real world? That's creepy.
That is creepy. Oh God. This guy is the definition. Can somebody go on Wiki and put a picture of his face on the definitions of hypocrite, bigot, fascist, racist?
No, it's not, dude. It's public record. If you're, yo, don't even trust me on this. If you think that you are so private as a person, type in your name and actually do a research or try to do any basic research on your name. I promise you, if you look into the Actman right now, you will find his full legal name. You'll find, just type Actman. Look for Actman's real name. Like, actually try to find people, you will find it. It's not hard. And the thing is, like, you guys want to act like reaching out for...
But why do you have to? You don't have to do it personally. If you think this is a legal issue, you're supposed to have a lawyer do that for you. No one ever calls the person they want to either potentially sue or want to take legal action against. You don't call the kin of family where you're already disrupting. And I bet your lawyer wants to like literally drown you in the fucking tub for like telling you not to shut the fuck up if you have one.
For non-malicious purposes is like literally some vigilantism or like some call to action to do something really damaging or destructive, and it's not. I'm just literally trying to say, hey, let's resolve our differences off camera, because clearly on camera isn't working, right? You guys are sending a mob after me and it's only getting worse, right? And then like when I try to be normal and like say, yo, let's just talk, let's not be like weird about it, you gotta go weird about it. Like it's the strangest thing to me.
Dude, you are being the weird. How do you deflect and project at the same time? I honestly never seen that before.
And the fact that like in that text that I did see, Ackman's mother's like, well, you know, just make sure he can't link anything back to you. Go ahead and try. But like what the hell is that? Like, what are you planning? What are you guys trying to do? I mean, like,
Ackman's not doing anything. Like, what are you, like, your victimization runs deep. Were you abused? Like, were you abused? Did somebody leave you with the priest?
Was this your move? Like to try to like slander me and like lie and to say like I did all this stuff? Like, was that what she was telling you to do? Like, because that's really bad parental advice if that's what she told you to do. But whatever.
She was just telling her son about the call and just told him to handle it his way, like an adult. You're stupid.
Whatever. And I think at the end of the day, all of this like trying to cancel me over tweets that are from the timeline I told you I was hacked, that I've disavowed like a bunch of times, and like B, like you always coming up with like constant like you need to answer to this or else we're going to continue to say this about you and label you. Like it all started because you guys wanted to take content that didn't belong to you in the first place, and then the moment you started causing damages and somebody wanted to copyright claim you to try to get you to take down those videos to stop you from damaging the original video,
it's not damaging the original video or disrupting the heart of the work, if you call that work. I can't wait to play Ackman's video, because we're going to play that video and he shows everything wrong with what Quantum is trying to attempt.
You wanted to jump up and down and be like, that's not fair use, as you literally damage the original video ability to be able to profit or do anything through the amount of ratioing and all that stuff, which I can prove. Right now, again, I don't really $10,000 care about this, and that's what it would take, in case you wanted to know, to file a lawsuit and go through the motion with every single person, like $10,000 a pop. Like straight up, I'd rather spend that money on TVs for my community, reviewing content, having fun here, or like hanging out with my family, going on trips, you know, doing fun things, putting things away in life savings. I mean, we've got.
I doubt you got that much money. One, I don't know how you begin those TVs, or why do you even buy them? Because here's the thing, you had a guitar type thing. You could have been a better guitar player than a TV reviewer. You know, maybe you should go back to writing lyrics.
Got inflation and a war happening, and you guys are out here like acting like somebody's going to invest that much into you and your ridiculous nonsense. And it's like, yeah, is it unfortunate that you damaged my original videos? Yeah, absolutely. You're still doing it. You're still ratioing everything.
Here's the thing, Devin. Let's see. Do you think he'll bring this shit to the court? I mean, he'll most likely lose, but do you think? I don't know. It's almost like a standoff right now.
Typing L plus ratio plus maidenless. Like, I know what you guys are doing, and you know what you're doing. All of you do. It's harassment for no fucking reason, you know, based off of what you think. Because now, I'll be very clear. Was I harsh towards Elden Ring players? Absolutely. And I know that pissed them off. But then, were Elden Ring players harsh to me? Nobody asked that question. What made a guy that talks about TVs angry enough to make a bad...
You did it first. You started this whole shit. Here's the thing, you're not part of the community, so if an outsider talks shit trying to pass it off as a fact, it's not going to work. It's not going to work at all.
Bad review about Elden Ring. Well, simply put, I reached out for help to the Elden Ring community. I tried to talk to you guys. I asked, like, is there an easier mode? And all I kept getting was, get good, you filthy, disgusting, casual. You're just...
Again, where's the proof? Why aren't you showing proof, Quantum? It makes no fucking sense that you're saying all this shit, but you're not showing it. Because you have nothing to present. You're just pulling this shit out of your ass. and you're just repeating the same points over and over, you broken fucking record.
Disgusting, you're worthless, learn how to play the game. It doesn't need an easy mode, and like all this harassment. And then I started looking.
The game doesn't need an easy mode. You know why? Because I'm playing Elden Ring. And I'm going to say this. I've said this before, but I'm going to say it here. You're going to hear from me now. I never got into the Souls games before. I've played them, yes. When they were like on sale, I would buy them to see maybe I'll get into one of them because they look like the kind of games I would play. You know, when I grew up and my mom would always buy me stuff for my PS2 and my PSP, I would always beat those games in a weekend. You know, so I always wanted a game that would give me some true challenge. Elden Ring provides that challenge, but Elden Ring is easy. The developer did put elements through its gameplay that can make it easier on you to play, can ease the journey. It just requires you to use this, to think, to know what you're going to do, to plan ahead. The game is almost, you can achieve this through this game as a newcomer by setting your own personal goals. Now, Souls players, professional Souls players, can fly through it, but they still admit it's very difficult. But me, it got me into it. I've been playing now 60, I think I left off at 65 hours yesterday when I put in some time. So, come on now. The game is fun. Yes, it has its problems. I might be this many hours in, but again, I stated, I haven't seen everything. So I do not feel comfortable. Don't be surprised if you don't see a review from me until like the middle or the late of the summer. And then Evil Dead is coming out. So I'm going to be distracted with that. But Elden Ring is a great entry point for new Souls comers. It really is. I got people that never played Souls games before. I got them into it. What does that tell you? We weren't part of the Elden Ring community before. You know what you're doing, Quantum? You're bringing more people into the Souls community. You're, in fact, a beacon showing that people are... You're trying to say this game is bad, and then people get interested and look into the game, and then they realize they're loving it and looking at you like a complete and total dumbass.
Looking into how you treated other people that responded to this game, and it was more of the same thing. And as I started looking around, the landscape turned into anyone who says anything negative about Elden Ring is vilified, maliciously and relentlessly. And it just kept happening. And then, like...
Is this guy a villain from the CW, WB, DC shows? Because that's how he acts.
As I'm looking at like the game as a product with the weakest, most disgusting frame rates out there, graphics that are not next gen, which is why
Here's the thing. I think his dad missed the frame rates because instead of splattering Quantum on the toilet, he actually got it into his mom.
I said they are dog shit. Like, you can look at the art style and think you like it and call it an art style, but bud, don't kid yourself. That is not a next gen.
Elden Ring is beautiful. It is beautiful. It comes back full circle, Rev 1, back to Elden Ring. Yes, you are right. I'm going to just say it. Elden Ring is phenomenal looking. It's beautiful. It's insane. Your dad never came back to you when he was sent to go buy milk. That's what happened. You needed a good ass whooping.
Look, the PS4 Pro or Xbox One X could have pulled that off easily. And the reality is, when you talk about that, that pisses off these gamers that identify with the product and they love it. And listen, if you love it, great. But when I said that you guys are people who have no friends, no lives, no family, you guys are basically shut-in losers for the most part. You kind of proved my point by like sitting.
We're actually not proving your point. You're proving what else's points about you. You are a habituary victim. If I got that right. You're a habitual liar. That was horrific. Quantum pulls the race card multiple times. Oh, damn. Are you serious? Well, now.
Sitting there, 12,000 people on every video I upload, downloading or ripping it down and attacking and forming like little mobs and little communities and sub-communities to just talk about me. Like, you kind of proved my point. This is not healthy behavior. See, typically when people buy products they're happy with, they play it, they enjoy it, they watch it, they use it. They don't sit there and form hate groups around their products to attack anyone who doesn't like their product. I've run into this 3 times in my life now. 1, with the LG OLED community, 2, with the Xbox community, and now with the Elden Ring community.
Do you ever fucking wonder why, my brother? Seriously. Do you ever wonder why? You are an outsider to every fucking community, and you think you could barge your way in, and that your community is all bow before quantum. No. Absolutely fucking not, quantum. I don't know where this narcissistic mental ego has come from, but the amount of mental gymnastics I've been listening to so far is making my head spin.
Out of all the products I have ever reviewed, this is the only time I've actually run into a legitimate hate community. Yes, PlayStation fanboys are totally toxic too, but I've never run into the same level of like just disdain and hatred like I have here. Something about you guys. Now, again, I own both consoles. I'm not stirring up a console war or blaming Xbox fans for anything, but the fanaticism is what I'm talking about. My point being is like, I mean, you can look at every angle you want to try to paint me as a bad guy, but I really am just a TV reviewer, you know, that is a professional that talks about professional things, measurements, you know, things like.
You know what you easily could have done? This situation would have never happened if you would have did one thing, Quantum. I'm going to tell you the simple solution. I'm going to show you this right here. Let me go to it. Come on, load, damn it. I'll close this window for now. Mental gymnastics, you definitely. All right, let's go to the dashboard. Oh, and thank you for the new subscriber, 17 in the past 28 days. I really appreciate it. If you truly, if you really enjoy, thank you. I know I'm not working with the best stuff here, but hey, I still push through. When you get a copyright claim, you're going to notice up here in this area where the channel analytics would be, you would have a window pop up that says copyright. You have a copyright notice. It would just say, it just notifies you that, hey, this, and this. All you could have done was simply click dismiss, archive, and that's it. That's all you had to do. But your ego didn't allow it.
Like that. And it's like, you don't have to like me, but damaging reputation is not fair use. And I think that's something that none of you
You have done that yourself.
Want to mention in your videos is you want to make me seem like some unhinged, crazy person that shouldn't be doing any kind of contacting of anyone's mother. Deal with it. And then, you have people like Review Tech USA that wants to pretend like I wasn't hacked. Like, oh, yeah, nobody's going to impersonate you.
You have no proof of the hacking. Again, you have no evidence, Quantum.
As literally he has a moderator named Quantum TV and knows that's a fake account. So he knows the behavior is there. He's just playing stupid for the sake of the
Quantum. I was there in that stream watching Review Tech USA, and when you click on it, it took you to your channel. Rich even showed proof in other videos that stuff that you said was hacked, those links linked directly to you. Cut the bullshit.
The audience, controversy. I get it, but it's disingenuous. And again, it's so funny. Like even the little mischief character out there who's sitting here and defending all his friends.
You mean the 17-year-old that surpassed you, became your YouTube superior, and you can't fucking stand it. It bugs you, bro. Let me turn on my fan real quick because I'm fucking sweating a little bit. But Quantum, you may fuck it up. You fucked up Quantum really bad.
Knows in the same breath they're impersonation accounts. Actman and Mischief had a live stream where they were on together and literally saw multiple fake accounts. I showed that. And it's funny that like in the same breath they want to be like
He said he showed it. Where did he fucking show it, bro? And he deletes videos before people could catch him. That's the problem. This and Johnny D's drama is literally making my week. Johnny D's, the hell? I don't know anything about that one.
And then Mischief responds with, well, because it's fucking funny. You guys think that this kind of harassment is a game and it's funny.
Is he still publicly streaming? Because there's no ending over here after the 2 seconds. Let me know if he's still publicly streaming. Oh, Johnny. Okay. I got you.
All of you are just running together in a circle to try to damage and defame and to cancel and to be as harassing towards me as you can be. And none of this will enrich your life in any way meaningful outside of course, the money that you're
I'm checking my phone real quick, guys.
You created. My message is very simply this. I didn't threaten anyone, and I really, frankly, don't have any interest in threats. I don't do that kind of thing. I'm a TV reviewer. I talked about games. I branch out into movie reviews and games, and if you like my take, great. If you don't, that's fine too. If you render up a genuine criticism, I'm cool with that. Like, for example, if you watch like me talk about like, you know, a movie I review, like Star Wars or Batman or, you know, the new movies that come out, like Far From Home.
People say your reviews are usually disingenuous. And with that many people, I'm tending to see why.
Which I plan on maybe reviewing. And you guys will probably look at it and be like, oh boy, I hate this take. You can talk about the take, just don't damage the original video if you're going to use my footage and claim fair use. That's, you know what I mean? Like, and when you start inciting behavior like that, like, come on now. You guys want to act like you have followings, and because you have followings, everything is fair game, and like nothing anyone can do can be tied back to you. And like, that's not how this works, man. Like, you guys are responsible for what you say, and again, because people love you, they're going to do things in your honor. And when you literally make posts like, hey, Act Pros Unite for Act Mothers honor.
The 3 animation show I made of Quantum hit 2K views so far. Ooh. Okay, cool. Cool. Shit. A manure field has less crap than Quantum. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Honor or whatever the hell. Like, you're not just talking to your brother, as you claim, as some people have claimed, okay? You're literally talking to your entire fan base when you make a public statement like that. Because if that's your brother that you're talking to, bro, your brother likely lives with you, or you have direct contact and you can call him and talk to him. There was no need to make a public call to action for the honor of your mother, unless you were trying to get other people to unite for the honor of your mother.
This guy is such a paranoid little bitch. Let's see. Watching Rich's stream when Quantum deleted his Twitter account in real time was absolutely hilarious to witness. His lies contradicted his other lies. He's the walking contradiction.
Like, it's common sense that like you guys kind of lack here in this situation, and I understand like you're angry. You feel like I'm genuinely a copyright abuser, but I'm still on the platform because YouTube has told you no to your cancel culture. Let that sink in. YouTube,
bro. You were trying to utilize takedown, which would become perjury. You were trying to perform perjury, which is above everything else here.
YouTube told you no. YouTube told you this guy isn't copyright abusing. He hasn't done anything. There's nothing.
They were denying you, dummy.
Violating any of our terms of service. They've told you this time and time again. People who reported me and keep reporting me, that's not going to go anywhere. I have to do something that violates the terms of service, and I'm not doing that. And again, like I said in this video, calling Zoe Kravitz a half-breed as she's half black and half white, using that scientific genetic makeup to make the parallel.
Okay, don't try to explain a racial term with science. That's just reaching. Oh my God. I didn't think she did a bad job when I seen the movie in the theater. Okay, she did a surprisingly good job. And yes, it's unexpected when they do the race changes, but at least in the world of the Batman, you accept it because they gave their all with the roles. And that's how you do it. If you want to do something different, still keep to the essence and the spirit of what made it great.
Or the comparison for educational purposes about the fact that she's literally like both black and white attacking white people for white privilege. That's not hate speech, dude. That's literally me defending people against racism. When you want to try to say that,
I know he did.
Elden Ring talking about the death loop, and then you try to take things out of context to try to claim I said go kill yourself, that's not gonna work because it's not what I said. And again, you know that that's not what I said. You do. But in the same breath, also you know that like when people find what you said and how you tell people to slit their wrists and you use the N-word on multiple occasions, all you guys want to do is like say that doesn't represent their modern beliefs. 5 years is that's I mean, come on. That's like fucking 50 years ago, man.
Oh my God.
About 5-year-old tweets. We're not even talking about like a decade ago. We're talking about 5 years. That is a short period of time. Like that is not long at all. Like 5 years, you sneeze and 5 years can fly by, man. You really can. Like what?
Here's the thing. In the real world, it might go by quick, but on YouTube, that was a long time ago. YouTube feels like time goes by faster than it does around us.
What is that? High school and the year after? Like that's nothing, dude. Like that's literally nothing.
The great greeting. The greatest brother. Greetings, Imperial citizens. What is going on in the stream? By the Emperor commands exterminatus. Beat, there is a great exterminatus. This man is a heretic, and he is being judged for his perjury.
I think that this
Grab the bolters.
Particular creators have, like me, my fans, my friends, we can come up with any kind of talking point and attack whoever we want, and we can like say all the nasty stuff we want, and when one of us gets caught, we'll just run damage control in our inner circle.
When, bro, you've been running damage control since day one.
About it, and then like anyone who brings up those old tweets, oh, don't do that. But then we'll continue to try to do that for other people and try cancel culture around that. And pretend like they said every single word, as all the information that we show you will come out of 2018. Like every tweet that you've seen posted on their channel talking about I said anything was from the time period I told you I was hacked and proved I was hacked, and literally proved back then that I installed moderators to help with that. Like it's a joke at this point, and maybe only you guys are laughing and you don't really realize that. Like you guys genuinely believe like the entire internet is out against me when
I want to know, I'm curious, who supports him? Because nobody's come out and publicly defended him at all. Does he have his own court of owls? Bolters, not powerful enough. Get the Mega Bolter. The Avenger Mega Bolter, the dual Avenger Mega Bolter mounted on a Titan. Beat, I want him blasted down into a planet that's getting glassed. Is there a weapon that can do that? Inform me.
it's really not, which is why I still have 65,000 subscribers. I'm not losing subscribers over this because they know what
But mischief is above you.
I do. They know I'm not like that. And the more you lie, the more you reveal your hand, because it's hard to remember a lie. And I don't think you understand, like, when somebody...
You should know. You haven't been consistent at all. None of your lies have matched up.
knows the truth, they're going to speak it regardless. And that's what I do here. And again...
Wait, what did you say, Beat? Yes, it's called... Wait. Yes, it's called the Plasma Annihilator, also only mounted on Emperor Glass Can Titans. Good. Just the Quake Cannon and the Volcano Cannon. Tie him to the end of all three of those cannons. And fire it on the largest planet.
Victim, man. I'm just calling you out, and you want to act like that's a victim mentality. But it's weird that you would jump
into a black hole.
That's a victim, because deep down you know that you actually are victimizing people that you target. And you want to pretend like, oh, play the victim, because you're so used to people understanding that when you target somebody with fake claims and death threats, that you actually did make them the victim of a targeted crime.
Real quick, can you guys check if he's... Because I keep checking the end here, and it doesn't say the video is ending. It just keeps going by 2 seconds, which is usually the YouTube delay. Is he still live streaming? Should we check? Let me open a different tab and check. Gotta see if he's still live streaming. I was curious about that. Okay, it says it's 36 minutes if it's so he ended it. Okay. That's weird.
Fine. When you send people that start commenting the N-word on their email and sending black people hanging from trees, that is the victim of a
Where's the
hate crime
proof?
aspect, and you have to own that. And when that's coming after you made your video, like if I made a video about you, and then as a result, you're seeing a bunch of like, you know, people like white people being murdered, like that.
What people are being murdered?
Bash your head in. People threatening to shoot you. People threatening to find you. People threatening to kill your kids, kill your wife, kill your family. You know, all this stuff. Like if you had that happen to you, then obviously I need to be held accountable because that's not a normal video. That is an inciting of a mob, and that's what you creators do. You guys genuinely make YouTube an unsafe place, and I'm well within my right to say this out loud. Okay, I genuinely feel threatened by your existence. I genuinely feel like anyone you target is actually threatened by your existence because you've proven that you will band together across multiple YouTube channels to.
Oh my god, this guy is full. He's making my stomach hurt. I feel the rumblings. I feel the earthquakes.
I literally, as Adam Gold has, as all the people saying that I've threatened a mother that was never threatened has, okay, for the sole purpose of you just don't like somebody and their actions to try to defend against you. That's all this is. And the reality is you say whatever you want, and I get that, but understand this. If you really felt like I committed a crime, you need to report it to the authorities because
everybody is trying to report you to YouTube to get you removed.
I'm not joking when I say this. I'm actively working with a detective right now on this very incident. So as you guys start continuously sending death threats and like you guys start doing it all in the honor of the act man, that does not help. Okay, and I can.
No one is making death threats to you. Oh God.
Because I've already sent it to the detective. They already have all the information they could possibly need on this situation to know what's going on. You guys have committed crimes, man. And you guys are continuing to commit crimes. You know, telling a black person, like, you're going to hang them from a tree, you're going to find them, and you're like, all this stuff, like, that's not cool, bro. Like, this is racially motivated now, and you guys want to act like it's a race card.
Really?
I can literally post all this stuff on my Discord so that it doesn't get yanked off of YouTube to prove it. But, I mean, really, at this point, I think we need to call this what this is. You guys need to stop. Like, de-escalate the situation. Take ownership. Come out and tell your fans, yeah, we lied.
They're not lying about anything because everything they do shows proof.
Against the guy. He didn't actually threaten the mother on text. Because short of doing that,
that's breaking the law in Florida.
At this point, to take responsibility for the harm that you caused. And that was the whole reason I even called your mother, man. And look at you. You did exactly what I kept saying that you did. The whole reason I called you. You're causing damage. You cause people to, froth at the mouth.
Man, the hell with this guy.
And now it's literally based off of race.
Because
you guys want to sit here.
My friend list is full. I had while I was away. Hold on a second. Doggo, while I was away. God damn it. I was when I was away in Delaware, I was staying with my dad. I added like most of my cousins and most of my new subscribers, some of my new subscribers. So my list is full. If one of them doesn't have get on anymore, then I'll try to make space. I just got to see who, I don't like to be rude and just kick people. Yeah, because that's why I never put my name tag out there for PSN. Because I don't want people to get mad. Yeah, you need consent from all parties to call. I know, I live here.
No lives, no family. You guys are basically shut-in losers for the most part. You kind of proved my point by like sitting there, 12,000 people on every video I upload, downloading or ripping it down and attacking and forming like little mobs and little communities and sub-communities to just talk about me. like you kind of proved my point. This is not healthy behavior.
It's crazy.
See, typically when people buy products,
It's crazy how he says what he does, then does the thing he was talking about. The video himself doing the act. You can't mix. This dude is dumb. I know.
they're happy with, they play it, they enjoy it, they watch it, they use it. They don't sit there and form hate groups around their products to attack anyone who doesn't like their product.
Oh, really?
3 times in my life now.
Oh shit.
1 with the LG OLED community, 2 with the Xbox community, and now with the Elden Ring community.
Young Defiant is an idiot, but he's smarter than Quantum. I'll give him that.
Hate community. Yes, PlayStation fanboys are totally toxic too, but I've never run into the same level of like just disdain and hatred like I have here. So that says something about you guys. Now, again, I own both consoles. I'm not stirring up a console war or blaming Xbox fans for anything, but the fanaticism is what I'm talking about. My point being is like, I mean, you can look at every angle you want and try to paint me as a bad guy, but I really am just a TV reviewer, you know, that is a professional that talks about professional things, measurements, you know, things like that. And it's like, you don't have to like me, but damaging reputation is not fair use. And I think that's something that none of you want to mention in your videos, as you want to make me seem like some unhinged, crazy person that shouldn't be doing any kind of contacting of anyone's mother. Wah, deal with it. And then, you know, you have people like Review Tech USA that wants to pretend like I wasn't hacked. Like, oh, yeah, nobody's going to impersonate you.
Did we not hear him do this twice? Say this twice already? It's fucking deja vu. He's saying the same things over and over again.
As literally, he has a moderator named Quantum TV and knows that's a fake account. So he knows the behavior is there. He's just playing stupid for the sake of the audience, for the sake of the controversy. I get it, but it's disingenuous. And again, it's so funny. Like even the little mischief character out there who's sitting here and defending all his friends knows in the same breath that they're an impersonator.
Oh shit, yeah.
Actman and Mischief had a live stream where they were on together and literally saw multiple fake accounts. I showed that. And it's funny that like in the same breath they went
in their live streams, because I was watching them from my phone, they were kicking out the fake accounts. Like, yeah, calling someone a pedo doesn't hurt. Yeah, he was trying to call Review Tech a pedo. Yeah, but that's very small-minded of him, doggo. I think it's a looping trend to happen sometimes when streams end. Play COD back in 2000. Oh, yeah. He would not last in a Modern Warfare 2 lobby. Or a Black Ops 2 lobby.
And the Mischief responds with, well, because it's fucking funny. You guys think that this kind of harassment is a game and it's funny. And that proves right there.
It is funny, you scumbag.
It hasn't changed from harassment. It hasn't changed from the things that people have said about you in the past, right? Because you're pack predators. Oh no, it's Alex. Tanga plays. Griffin Gaming. Review.
Oh! He finally mentioned Vertanga. He finally mentioned Vertanga. Somebody send or the early Xbox chat room days. Hold up. I got Vertanga on Discord. I'm going to let him know. Give me a second. This is a great intervention. Where's he at? I know I got him somewhere. Damn it, where the hell is he? Damn it. I know I got him somewhere. There he is. I'll say it here. Hold on. Hey, Frick, Quantum finally mentioned you in his recent video. I'm watching it live and I just covered it. So if you wish to join the stream and I'm on StreamYard. You want to talk about it if you got time, that's cool. If you don't, it'll be up and you could see it later on. There we go. Okay, let's continue. It says, I meant to say the podcast ended, so after the video was looping. What did you think about the Batman movie? I enjoyed it. Hey, John did a video on content. I just missed all these chats. Hold up. Yeah, for real.
Mischief, as in gold, you know, Charlie from Penguins, whatever the hell. All of you are just running together in a circle to try to damage and defame and to cancel and to be as harassing towards me as you can be. And none of this will enrich your life in any way meaningful outside of course, the money that you're getting from the controversy that you...
Bro, you're the one benefiting off it too. Is there... How does it show you if you're making... If you got this advertised or some shit? I don't know. Damn it.
Created. My message is very simply this. I didn't threaten anyone, and I really, frankly, don't have any interest in threats. I don't do that kind of thing. I'm a TV reviewer. I talked about games. I branch out into movie reviews and games, and if you like my take, great. If you don't, that's fine too. If you want to render up a genuine criticism, I'm cool with that. Like, for example, if you watch, like, me talk about, like, you know, a movie I review, like Star Wars or Batman, or, you know, the new movies that come out, like Far From Home, which I plan on maybe reviewing. And you guys will probably look at it and be like, oh boy, I hate this take. You can talk about the take, just don't damage the original video if you're going to use my footage and claim fair use. That's, you know what I mean? Like, and when you start inciting behavior like that, like, come on now. You guys want to act like...
Yeah, I've been playing Elden Ring.
And because you have followings, everything is fair game, and like nothing...
I'll laugh if that's the case.
And, like, that's not how this works, man. Like, you guys are responsible for what you say, and again...
Okay, if his video you say is looping, let's go to Ackman's video. Because that shit is looping. I just realized that.
I'm the act attorney here. What a pleasure it is to meet all of you today. I am so thrilled and excited. Today, we're going to be talking about copyright.
Making quantum TV figures is brilliant. Yeah, it is.
Which is a crime under U.S. law, Section 512F of the DMCA. How's that for an intro? Never gonna be doing something like that again.
You guys literally sound like
Abuse victims.
Abuse victims, right?
So I would say this game is for somebody they have no family, no friends, no life.
Bye, bitch.
I'm not sorry. I don't like Elden Ring players. They're nasty people. The players are losers. And you want to literally just start rolling with all these claims and accusations, literally living up to every gamer stereotype that you could possibly imagine. And you want to literally prove my point by being that literally loser. You're literally like a shut-in loser that like does this. And these people are literally like, bro, like they are literally scumbags. That like literally the textbook definition of like a bad human being. Like, you know, you want to sit there and you want to act like I'm some bad human being, you can get bent, dude. Look at you. Literally look at what you're doing.
He's killing himself.
Don't cry for me. I'm already dead.
Maybe that's why you don't have a ring on your finger. Maybe that's why your kids aren't around. Because maybe there's something wrong with you. At the end of the day, because maybe there's something wrong with you.
That's not for everyone. Isn't the game that should play.
Maybe there's something wrong with you. Maybe there's something wrong with you.
Something wrong with you.
Maybe there's something wrong with you. Literally look at what you're doing. Maybe there's something wrong with you.
All right, I'm recording this after the fact just to give a fair warning. A lot of the stuff I'll be showing and reading in this video is pretty offensive. None of it comes from me, and trust me, it all has a point. So here we are. You take the blue pill, click off this video, go to bed, wake up, everything's the same.
I wonder why his video is slowing down.
I show you just how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Yeah, he did.
Now in session. A false copyright strike and takedown request was recently filed against my channel. Take a guess by who? Matt Haas. Nope. Derek Savage. Nope. Quantum TV.
You guys want to have your fun with Quantum TV? Have your fun at this point. I mean, I'm kind of bemused by this. I'm not gonna lie.
So you think it's funny?
The star.
Yeah, you
of
think
my
it's funny?
Hot Takes video. If you haven't watched it, it'll be linked in the description. That video is going to remain public.
I wonder why
Remain
it's
public
slowing down. Like, it looks normal on my screen, but it's slowing down on the stream screen.
Never heard of you. We're going to go over your so-called hot takes, which contains a lot of stolen footage, and which, by the way, I'll look into my options around getting that taken down.
Any further attempts to falsely copyright strike my channel will be met with a counter lawsuit in which I will clean you out.
When you start talking fair use, you are opening a legal battle because you're telling the copyright owner, fuck you, I can do what I want. Fuck you, I can do what I want. Fuck you, I can do what I want. Fuck you, I can do what I want.
I've also been fans
Shit.
curious about this because it is a big deal, but follow me on Twitter. I've been posting stuff and details there. This has gotten so far out of control, I have no choice but to unleash my true power as the act attorney. And although I have no legal authority as a lawyer,
Yeah, it is. Very dumb they
that's
did
the end
that.
of that sentence. If you're curious about how copyright enforcement works on YouTube, Mudahar made a great video summing up the ramifications and what is actually at stake.
Again, once you file this claim, somebody else can counterclaim you, and then it becomes a legal issue. If it turns out that you're actually abusing this for your own benefit, just to hide criticism, and you've actually taken down legally fair use content, this bites you on your ass. This is not authorized by the copyright owner, its agent, or the law. The law, okay? That includes fair use dealings, fair use law. If you were to take this video to a fucking courtroom, the judge would say this is fair use, okay? Even though fair use is a gray area.
You know, normally reacting or commentating on someone else's video as part of a critique falls under fair use. And generally speaking, pretty much everyone on this platform understands that, because if we didn't, then we would just be taking down other people's videos that we don't like all the time. And so while editing the Hot Takes video, I made sure to edit as much of the original Quantum TV clips as I could.
Why I'm very confident that what you guys do in your takedown journalism of other YouTubers and other creators is not only not fair use, but it's YouTube's textbook definition of cyberbullying and harassment.
Objection!
What I posted was fair use. And YouTube agrees with me, which is why they rejected the copyright takedown. In this legal document, not only is it false, but he didn't even bother to fill it out properly. The link to his video is missing, and he wrote the wrong title for the videos he was claiming. I have the original titles here. I will put them on screen. If you send a DMCA takedown notice that is both false and meant in bad faith, such as to harass or doesn't state a real claim, you have committed perjury.
Take that!
You posted these to YouTube. You can't file false claims and lie in the claim, you absolute moron. You can't beat the act attorney, man. I played all the Ace Attorney games. I played them all. In my last video, I said this. It's like a rabbit hole we don't even want to go down. Unfortunately, now we have to.
Damn, there's a commercial coming. Okay, I got it muted.
Some people might ask, well, why are you making this video? Why are you giving him exposure? I understand your concerns, but this affects the entire YouTube platform. By the way, he's not gaining much of a following or viewership from all of this controversy. And my end goal is the termination of his YouTube channel for routinely abusing copyright, violating terms of service, and the YouTube community guidelines. All of this that is outlined, I'm going to show you evidence of how Quantum TV has violated all of it. But let's start at the beginning.
Amazing. Let's give a shout out to Mischief. And there are all these people saying that I falsely attacked some young kid. Everybody loves to put his age out. The moment I mention it, why are you so obsessed with his age? I don't care. He's a minor. Leave it alone.
For some reason, he's really obsessed with the age of Mischief.
Like, nobody gives a shit about his age. He's being a piece of garbage. People like
React to me, Canyon. Probably another day. This is all about the Quantum situation.
All the negative press you've seen on me is because I reviewed a game once, didn't like it. Some 16-year-old kid picked it up. This is said 16-year-old, 17-year-old kid from the UK. Mischief, the 16-year-old kid. You're not some young 16-year-old kid on the internet. It was a 16-year-old kid. This kid.
Oh shit.
There's a 16-year-old kid. Some 16-year-old kid on the Mischief is the chief orchestrator behind this entire thing. This is all about Mischief, who's orchestrating this, who's running to every YouTuber he can. And again, it's always orchestrated by this one little shit. He is whining and lying to everyone he can. I mean, I'm so fucking tired of this little kid. I swear to God, even with this motherfucker right now. All of this started because of some 16-year-old kid. This one little shit, Mischief. And the thing that really gets me the most annoyed is it all started with Mischief. Like, nobody gives a shit about his age.
Quantum TV is right. This all started with Mischief. He uploaded a video critiquing Quantum's first review of Elden Ring. The man was not pleased.
Quantum TV is the exact type of channel which makes you consistently have to sit back and ponder the question, what the actual fuck is wrong with this man? Even though he himself is more than happy to poor shame people in now deleted replies to my community posts. I want to clear up one or two things regarding why I myself took down the video initially. First of all, at the time I simply said to myself, fuck this, I'll deal with it later, and so took it down.
So Mischief took his video down because he didn't want to deal with that, and Quantum celebrated his victory and retract his claim.
You steal videos and you lie through your fucking teeth. This guy is going around to every YouTuber he can fucking find saying, he's saying I'm biased.
Quantum TV, wait. Quantum TV just posted a new video trying to gaslight YouTube and claim that they... Oh yeah, we already covered that.
He's playing the fucking victim. Let me put this on the screen for every...
Damn.
This little turd literally pulled his own video.
Yeah, because he probably doesn't want to get a fucking copyright strike.
But the damage and intent was made apparent to the rest of us, because we all understand the gravity of using copyright against other content creators. This is something that will naturally draw people's attention, especially if it is being abused.
This is all about Mischief, who's orchestrating this, who's running to every YouTuber he can. Objection!
Mr. TV, I'm afraid I must expose your ignorance. Well, you see, Mischief never orchestrated any attack against you. Take a look at this screenshot. Would you kindly take a look at this screenshot? I wouldn't recommend making a video on that Quantum guy. Well, Mr. TV, care to explain how Mischief could be orchestrating a cyberbullying campaign against you at the same time he's telling the rest of us not to go after you? Because I would love to hear an
Oh, that's awesome, dude. I appreciate it.
You're only blaming Mischief for all of this because he made the first video. This has all been a facade to silence criticism about you.
All right, Rev.
Mischief didn't reach out to me. I reached out to him. As you can see in these DMs here. Make no mistake, Quantum, your takes were so bad. They were the worst I've ever seen. But you are the only one responsible for escalating this situation. You used your platform, your standing, to routinely harass Mischief.
I mean, I'm so fucking tired of this little kid. I swear to God, I can't even with this motherfucker right now. Right, I'm the bad guy here. You're telling some small punk that wants to steal from other people and just shit on them. Just absolutely shit on them.
Bro, the only one stealing is you because you're stealing everyone's fucking intelligence.
The fact that Mischief
That never gets old.
just made it shittier because he's young. Because someone like that could easily be manipulated by someone like you. But that's a smart kid, man. I mean, he's only 16 years old and you couldn't get the best of him?
And a lot of these smaller channels, 200 subscribers, 400 subscribers, 4,000 subscribers, that tier of lower YouTuber, amazing. Let's give a shout out to Mischief.
You know, that is a great idea, Quantum. For once we agree on something, everybody go subscribe to Mischief. Let's get him to more subscribers than Quantum TV so we can see who the real lower tier YouTuber is. Wouldn't that be amazing?
Yep.
Subscribe to Mischief for justice. Never in your wildest dreams did you expect someone like Mischief to have a powerful ally like me. But against scum like you, I'll always try to be there to clean up the streets. It's funny, isn't it? The old saying, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. While I may not like what Griffin Gaming has to say about some of my videos or my Vanguard review, who cares about any of that? This is way more important. YouTube is a platform where we should all be able to hate each other and coexist. You threatened that, Quantum.
They smack talk and smear somebody's reputation that they don't like.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Make it like the Wild West again.
That's right, bro.
For some reason, you decide to go after Griffin Gaming too for doing the same thing Mischief did. God knows how many other YouTubers you've attacked in the comments section. The pattern is Quantum will start beef with anyone who talks about him. He'll produce a video, leave it up for a day, and then delete it because he realized what a disaster it is for him.
Like, for fuck's sake, he pulled his own video. Deleted by user. You tell me what that shit means.
That's what you call ironic.
I got all these fuckers calling me out of my name. I'm a scumbag. I'm this, that, and the third.
You are, bro.
He abused the DMC takedown, and now he's trying to threaten legal actions against the Actman.
Shit where they find somebody they want to bully, and they think the shit works. It doesn't work.
Like, if you don't want to get quote-unquote bullied, keep your opinions to yourself. Maybe uploading them to a public website is probably not the best idea.
Griffin makes a good point. If you upload something to YouTube, anyone can criticize it or talk about it. You posted it to the internet. That's the end of it.
He expects the internet to be nice to him.
Yeah, it
You did
is.
say you
Very
were
bad.
to your options. You did want to take legal action against me. That's also another shtick that people told me about you, like Griffin Gaming. That's what you do. Don't make it like that was clickbait, Chief. You were thinking about it.
Yeah, you heard it right there. He tried to do it to Review Tech. He tried to threaten legal action.
Ironically, in his quest to silence all criticism, Quantum TV has invoked the Streisand effect to its maximum potential. Your efforts to hide the truth have only increased people's curiosity about it, to the point where some of the biggest YouTubers and Twitch streamers are aware of your bullshit now, too.
I'll be looking into sharing Quantum's abuse of the copyright system with important people at YouTube, as this is something that can lead to the termination of your channel. And I responded, and I said to him, imagine having a take on Elden Ring that's literally so bad that you end up getting banned for it.
That's a big no-no. Damn right.
That's too fucking bad, isn't it? That is just too fucking bad. Wow.
Reviewtech USA was one of the next people to cover Quantum's hot takes.
I'm just going to start off by saying there has been a lot of controversy created by specifically Review Tech USA.
Now, Rich's videos discussed the bad Elden Ring takes, but also highlighted that Quantum TV's been evading a previous ban on YouTube.
Take that!
A ban for hate speech.
Did I mention 6,752 times that he's ban evading?
Objection. How is a previous ban relevant? Objection. Because it's against terms of service. Rich has provided ample evidence of bigoted, hateful, downright disgusting posts from Quantum across his Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Some of this evidence also came from the TV community, which apparently from my DMs is also sick of his shit.
Damn.
Cancel culture. This is not. This is someone being held accountable for their horrible, horrible actions that they did over and over and over and over again.
Now, Rich isn't going after Quantum's past because of cancel culture, right? This is to further establish the legitimacy of your previous channel's ban, Quantum, and therefore justify a ban for your current one. In a response to a picture of two people kissing in a church, he wrote,
Oh, wow.
"Weren't a Pulse victim." In reference to the Pulse nightclub shooting, an incident at a gay bar where 47 people were killed. Get this piece of trash off of YouTube.
Isn't it funny when people try to call you a bigot and a homophobe when they're literally exactly what they're trying to accuse you of being? Look at you. Literally look at what you're doing. It's Rich watching me as some sort of bigot as you literally are one.
He put up very, very hateful things towards the LGBTQ community, and I'm not just talking mean words. He actually wished death on them. Wishing death upon someone is another story. I seriously question your sanity. This is what Quantum TV wrote.
All right, doggo.
They deserve it. The world is better off without them forcing their lifestyle on it. These are your accounts that you had linked on your YouTube, but all of a sudden that you're not responsible for them. That's not how it works.
Man, a guy who consistently wishes death upon other people? Does that sound like someone we know?
At the end of the day, go kill yourself, man.
You see, Rich was able to successfully prove a connection between the hateful things you said on Facebook and Twitter and your YouTube account and Discord. What else have you said?
Just had some girl named Lindsay attack me via heterophobic messages spamming homosexual acts. This is my response to all who are heterophobic. And it shows someone, LGBT activist, attacked in Georgia.
Mark my words, Quantum, all roads lead to one destination, the termination of your current YouTube channel, and I will not rest until that is achieved. You're a fugitive on the run. The law is catching up. In response, Quantum actually committed another crime of slander. He accused Refuting USA of being something horrible. I'm not going to say it here. There's absolutely no evidence of this, so we can just add that to the list of crimes. So, Quantum, care to explain these hateful posts, wishing death upon the LGBT community?
And instead of coming to me like a man, you resorted to being a little bitch about it and doing what you knew would get you views, and you tried to use the gay community against me and weaponize shit. And at the end of the day, Rich, you got no fucking leg to stand on, and you need to shut the fuck up, okay? The reality is, it is what it is. I got hacked in 2018.
Oh, yeah.
Everything you find for 2018 is just that. It's a fucking hack. I don't know you an apology, and I'm not fucking sorry for shit I didn't do. That's it.
Objection!
Mr. TV, would you please read the words on your channel banner?
Okay.
The number one brand in honesty. Well, it should say the number one brand in lies.
Take that!
If your accounts were hacked and compromised, then why were these horrible offensive things left on your account after you regained control of it? Why is there no history or post we can refer to of you mentioning the hack back in 2018? Unless these accounts were under the hacker's control for the last 4 years. But wait, that's not the case either, because here's a Discord message of you saying you haven't used these accounts in years.
This is all him. They were there. People screen capped him. He deleted the account. And that account, like I said, was linked on his YouTube. So did the hacker put that Facebook in your YouTube about page?
If you haven't had control of these accounts, then you're telling me that hackers went to your Twitter and Facebook profile accounts and deleted them while Refuting USA was currently streaming and showing people the awful posts there.
My Twitter was hacked, okay? So all of those posts that you're seeing from 2018 literally have nothing to do with me, unfortunately. There's not really much I can do outside of working for years to try to recover an account.
Hold it! Let's put the common sense cap on, okay? Quantum TV. Why would a hacker, if they wanted to...
2 deleted channels later, is this the most attention Quantum TV ever had? Very much so, yeah.
While I was streaming all the horrible things from it. What if they want to keep it up to make you look even worse? There's another key thing you're going to notice here throughout this video. He does not condemn the terrible things that supposed hackers put up on his Twitter. He doesn't disavow any of it. He just tries to deflect and say it wasn't my fault, which is very telling.
Why is there a common theme of bigotry and hatred across all these accounts and platforms? Is that just pure coincidence? I mean, this was you, right? You know it's wrong. That's why you deleted it. You're trying to hide it. Streisand effect.
Streisand effect. Quantum TV has committed the greatest Streisand effect ever.
The truth is, Quantum TV really is anti-LGBTQ. He's transphobic, homophobic, racist, and I don't use any of these words lightly. David, fuck you and your hate speech against me. Calling me homophobic because I'm anti-gay support is all you liberals do. I'm pretty sure being anti-gay is homophobic. I've never pushed or forced my sexuality on the gays. Yet they're legit forcing LGBT into games and movies. I stand against your liberal communist propaganda. Black Panther is racist and only the most hateful blacks like it. Yes, hello.
Damn.
What are the symptoms of brain damage? Okay, yeah. I think this guy definitely has it then. You've done yourself in, Quantum. You've done yourself in. Huh? Explain this away, huh? Explain all this shit away.
What's the matter? Huh? Had enough?
And since we're on the
Explain
topic
this
of
shit
racism,
away.
Remember when you called Lenny Kravitz's daughter a half-breed?
You had Selena Kyle, which is Lenny Kravitz's daughter, like a half-breed, basically.
Or was that the hackers? Did the hackers like manipulate the footage and then post it on your YouTube channel, which you then later deleted? Because that seems to be you, and that seems to be your voice. Half-breed is a racial slur, and it's fucked up to call people that. Here's a screenshot of him defending one of his Discord moderators for the liberal use of the word tranny when referring to trans people. This happened like last week. Were these recent Discord messages faked as well? Do you think calling trans people tranny is a hip, cool thing to do to stick it to the man and those liberal communists? Get fucked. Get absolutely fucked. I'm here to bury you.
Really? He's got another video?
Everything
I'll watch it
does is
in a
focus on
second.
self-image. The pattern of behavior, silencing comments, trying to silence people's videos, deleting his own channels, deleting videos he uploaded, trying to prevent people from further downloading the videos. It's like you have never been on the internet. Nobody buys it. Nobody buys it. Quantum will argue that all of this is just one big misunderstanding, you know, that everyone is showing his clips and posts out of context. We're removing all the context.
I don't like the fucking game. It's an endless, pointless death loop, which I've established at multiple points in my review process, which we will be showing in context instead of the out of context shit that all of these YouTubers are running with.
Objection! You really are intent on burying yourself, aren't you? Your throne of lies is collapsing underneath you. You claim I took your clips out of context, but how can I provide context to my viewers when you delete the videos and threaten me with copyright strikes if I dare provide more context? You see, if anyone were to re-upload those old videos, I'm sure you would go after them too. So you can't ask for us to give more context when you're actively removing our ability to do that. You are a troglodyte. If I can't link
Troglodyte.
videos and I can't show them the full thing of what you said, and trust me, the context of everything he says is made worse. But if I can't do that, then people just have to go off of what I say and what I'm showing them. I don't like that, but that's the situation you put me in. While we're discussing clips out of context,
I will say this for all of you idiots that don't understand. At the end of the day, go kill yourself, man.
you know, we could sit here and argue all the ways that my video, Mischief, Griffin Gaming, Review Tech USA, Mudahar, anybody else that's covered this, we could sit here and debate on why it's fair use, but we all know that. The only person that doesn't understand this is you, Quantum.
I wouldn't have believed this if I didn't see it for myself, but while you literally sit here sucking on cucumbers in a very provocative way, there's a lot that it says about your
You see, so Quantum consistently references the copyright ID tool he used to false flag people.
that I'm a false copyright flagger because some 16-year-old got picked up on the copyright ID tool, which is YouTube's algorithm. He being a little fuck that likes to take people's video and use them and talk about them and say whatever they want. And I fucking use the tool the way it's supposed to be used. I'm an abuser.
You can use the YouTube algorithm to actually go ahead and copyright people, but the thing is, you shouldn't. That's the problem.
Like I said, YouTube support advised me that filing a copyright claim against you was the best way to remove the re-uploaded content. So, wait a fucking second.
Objection!
That I can accurately say is a load of bullshit. YouTube will not tell you to file a copyright claim just because a video is re-uploaded. At least not exactly like that. Again, like in the beginning example, if I uploaded an entire TV show to YouTube, YouTube would get that DMCA because YouTube is a safe harbor website. As soon as they get a copyright claim, they must act on it, or else they lose a lot of those protections. So yeah, they remove your video. That doesn't mean YouTube is going to accurately speak to you through their support channel on a serious legal issue. YouTube will actually straight up want you to talk to a lawyer, because once you file a DMCA, a legally binding DMCA, that's between you, your attorneys, and that's it. You realize following YouTube support advice on copyright claims to remove re-uploads failed me, and as a result, I'm being labeled as a copyright abuser, right? And then this person says, that I cannot answer for you. It's a fucking support agent, okay? Don't believe the support agent, who's probably not even from the country that you're dealing in, is going to give you accurate information. Anytime you deal with legal shit, you should be smart enough to know to get a goddamn lawyer.
You blame YouTube support for the false copyright takedown instead of yourself. Somehow, everyone
Oh, okay, cool.
on YouTube is completely unaware of what copyright is. And fair
I had an
use.
idea. I had like the idea that was possible.
It's everyone's wrong but you. as if a piece of software built into the YouTube system is somehow responsible for your illegal actions. It's not. But after my encounter with Quantum in the DMs, I was like, this is a man who cannot be reasoned with, who will not change for anyone, and who cannot change. He is still the same hateful, bigoted, racist, transphobic piece of human trash, copyright abuser that he was before. Nothing has changed. He has only been trying to hide all this stuff. Like, you understand, by law, I can countersue you if you come after me. I will win, and I will clean you out. You will sell that wedding ring on your finger. You will sell your house and any valuable possessions you have for wasting my fucking time. I'm the act attorney, of course. I win every case. The law.
I wish I could see that happen.
Based on what Quantum TV thinks about them. Quantum, we have evidence of hate speech. We have evidence of you telling people to kill themselves on multiple accounts. We have proof of all of this through your accounts that we can also prove were not hacked. We have evidence of you threatening multiple content creators with false copyright takedowns going against fair use. We have all the proof we need to get your YouTube account terminated, and it's all thanks to you. Give it up, guys. Give it up for this laughingstock clown man out here providing quality entertainment. You see, we've been able to elevate the voices of the people you tried to silence, coerce, and threaten. Hopefully, the YouTube community can come together and demand YouTube implement better systems in place so that content creators that abuse this system are much more heavily reprimanded and discouraged from abusing it. We'll call it Quantum's Code.
Quantum's Code.
Takedowns is akin to using nukes. We all understand the ramifications of using such a tool, and that's why we've collectively agreed not to do that. Because if we could just take down any video we didn't like, then nobody would have a place here. And a platform that isn't made for everyone is a platform that shouldn't be made, in my opinion. Before arriving at my final point, here's the most important thing I have to say about all of this. Unfortunately, there is no cure for narcissistic personality disorder.
Fuck Elden Ring. Fuck their players. I'm not sorry. I don't like Elden Ring players. They're nasty people.
None of this has anything to do with legitimacy. Quantum isn't using this controversy to grow his channel, and this has nothing to do with Elden Ring. This has everything to do with a disorder. Ego. Listen very closely once more. I will get your YouTube channel deleted. You have committed crimes in no unmistaken...
Stop! You violated the law.
I have contacts at YouTube. I have already messaged. We have a meeting set up. You have demonstrated a history of hate speech, targeted harassment, false claims. You have apologized for exactly none of it. You have made no effort to correct, address, or even admit a single mistake you've made. You make YouTube a worse place for everyone.
Frankly, I'm witnessing somebody who has no idea of how legal systems work, and frankly, they're making YouTube a place for anybody else. Okay.
There is one thing no community on YouTube tolerates, and it's a copyright abuser.
I don't care about your opinion, dude. I care about the fact that you're nuts and you're toxic to this community.
Yeah, this is like the Jussie Smollett of fucking YouTube. 100%. That's the perfect description for this guy.
I suggest you make peace with whatever content you publish on your channel before you see this screen again. And Quantum, you're gonna see it again. I may not be able to offer a cure for narcissism, but hopefully by shattering this false reality and sense of yourself, then perhaps maybe whatever spell you're under, you will wake up from it. It's such a shame. And I was planning on asking you about this new TV I was interested in.
Damn. Okay, so wait a minute.
I'm getting married really soon, and
I know Fatinga made a video on him. Let me see. Objection.
Just take it easy. We just want to talk to you. I told you that this game is made for people with no friends, no family, no life. You basically shut it. and you are just trying to be a nice guy here. Gamers are typically seen as lazy shut-ins that leech off of their fucking parents into the late ages of their lives. If that's what you are, enjoy this game. If you're new to Elden Ring, be careful with this community because there are some seriously unhinged people in this community.
Don't you think we could have told you already if we wanted you dead?
I'm not going to play this shit, and there's nothing you can say to change the fact that this game is trash.
His face is.
A game that cannot be
It
considered
doesn't look right.
with a difficulty toggle is a game that has no leg to stand on talking about it being a masterpiece without it.
All right. You're a good kid. See if we got something to drink. You finished? That sugarless motherfucker? The last fucking drink you're ever gonna have.
Yeah, buddy.
You too.
All right. I want to know who the person responsible for rescuing Quantum TV out of that dumpster his mother threw him in was. Why would you do this to us? We have enough in DSP alone. What you should have done instead was wait for the dumpster truck to take him away. That's what a responsible person would have done.
What the hell is that? It's a baby we found in the trash. Well, put it back. It doesn't belong to you.
Not let this absolute monster be unleashed upon YouTube, but alas, here we are. I mean, I don't see you guys complaining. I know you get immensely high off the salt Quantum TV provides. Don't hide it. Don't lie to me.
So, have you used drugs in the last 48 hours?
Oh, no, sir. Never use drugs.
Because the shot you're about to get could kill you if it's mixed with narcotics.
Oh, drugs. Yes, sir. All the time.
It seems everyone's favorite salty Elden Ring hater continues to dig a hole for himself. Only this time, he's getting help from a bunch of YouTubers who, instead of bringing shovels, brought their excavator trucks to make this a much quicker and more efficient process. We're almost there, Quantum. Now that you've managed to catch the attention of Mutahar, this should eventually lead to Moist Critical getting his hands on you. At which point you should probably consider deleting the channel. The fact that this drama has not yet reached its peak is saying something. It's been a while since YouTube has had a new lolcow, so Quantum should fully expect us to milk the living hell out of him till there isn't a drop of sodium left in his body, at which point he'll either shut up or YouTube will terminate his channel after everything I'm about to tell you. It really baffles me to see Quantum TV actively duck me this hard. I'm easily the one that went after him the hardest, and yet he avoids mentioning me and doesn't threaten.
No, Fred. He mentioned you in his that video we were just watching not that long ago.
So I was pleasantly surprised to see that he did it to the Act Man. So jealous! If he didn't do it to me, I didn't think he would do it to Act Man. I don't know what that says about me, but I know what it says about Quantum. He's absolutely delusional. You see, the Act Man decided to harvest his own Elden Ring salt. And in that video, he featured a very special individual. I mean, how can you make some Elden Ring salt without Quantum TV? It doesn't get any saltier than Quantum TV. But Quantum didn't take kindly to that. Quantum TV tried to take down my Elden Ring hot takes video claiming copyright infringement. Unfortunately for him, YouTube actually knows what fair use is and rejected his takedown request. Get fucked, nerd. Stop being such a cunt.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Mwah! What a beautiful L. That right there is what we call a masterpiece of an L. It's so goddamn beautiful, somebody should sculpt a statue of this L and have it personally delivered to Quantum. Oh, but don't do it until he loses his channel. It'll be a parting gift from all of us. But then again, I have no idea where he's going to store this massive L when he loses his house to all these legal fees in an attempt to battle the Act Man in court. So if he wasn't maidenless before, he sure as hell will be now. Don't try to stop me.
It was YouTube supporter who recommended I copyright claim your video because you re-uploaded clips of my original deleted video long after I deleted it from my channel. Naturally, that means it was piracy and could be copyright claimed by the original owner, or so they claimed. After all, how else does one upload another user's content long after they erased it? I gave him a scolding for bad advice and will seek other
taking a blast by kicking my ass from my percentage script. Sure.
Is that what you would consider giving YouTube a scolding? I figured it out. After being rescued out of that dumpster as a baby and being raised as a child, Quantum never received a single beating in his life. It explains where the egotistical, narcissistic attitude comes from. Clearly hasn't been strangled enough by a vacuum cable. This jackass is so goddamn entitled, he thought he needed to put YouTube in their place. And for what exactly? YouTube never told you to file the copyright strike. All YouTube did was identify the content that is yours, and the rest was completely up to you. From here on out, it's either lawyer up or take the goddamn L.
Do you realize following YouTube support advice on copyright claims to remove re-uploads failed me? And as a result, I'm being labeled as a copyright abuser, right?
This shit will never get old with Quantum.
That I cannot answer for now.
It's like it's hard to believe. Are you aware that nobody gives a shit?
Do you think YouTube cares? You think YouTube cares about the almighty Quantum TV? The guy who's been actively ban-evading YouTube themselves?
I have been terminated for free speech. I was already on a 2-week ban, but they decided to delete the channel anyway.
If you didn't know, Quantum TV had a channel before called Quantum Apathy something. If I cared, I would have gotten it right, but I don't. And that channel was terminated by YouTube. Hence why we have Quantum TV, his second chance at YouTube, and he just couldn't stay under the radar. Quantum TV here seems to think YouTube is his friend, but once they catch on to all the bullshit going on, they're gonna whack him off like any Sopranos character. On top of that, let us not forget that when you sign with
Filthy Frank, damn right.
upon their terms that if you abuse the copyright strike system, it can result in the termination of your channel. At this point, you're no longer walking on thin ice. You've wandered straight into quicksand. I mean, you're inevitably going to sink to the bottom of that quicksand pit, but if you kept your mouth shut, if you didn't try going and copyright striking the act, man, it would have been a much slower death. And then we could have all really appreciated it. We could have taken our time to enjoy it, but now it's going to go by a lot faster. Thanks, Quantum. Threatening false copyright strikes, crazy, bigoted, and homophobic takes, false accusations of pedophilia towards other YouTubers, and now acts of perjury. This is all going to spell doom for your channel. I do hope you realize what you decided to open up. And no, it wasn't another TV for you to review. It was your own divorce papers when your wife leaves your ass for losing everything.
I was gonna pay my child support, but then I got high.
Oh, but the autism doesn't end there. Because as soon as YouTube shot him down and Quantum TV realized he would have to sell his wedding ring to even take this to court, he instead decided to approach the Actman in some DMs on Discord. He financially couldn't take down the video, so he thought he would be intimidating enough to the Actman to get it removed personally.
You're free to ask your questions.
I don't really have questions. I just want to inform you of the situation.
Speak. What did you want to inform me about? You have the floor.
A few moments later.
Since you can't speak, here's your situation. You stole a deleted copyrighted video. I don't care about your opinion on my tape. I definitely don't care about your empty threats regarding things none of you understand. I do care about you re-uploading stolen content you acquired from mischief. If this is your livelihood, you should know the copyright starts the moment a body of work is published. You didn't have permission to post my removed content. As the owner, I would like the copyrighted videos removed. That's why I'm looking into other options against your pirates. Like I said, YouTube support advised me that filing a copyright claim against you was the best way to remove the re-uploaded content. It's not a false flag. It's a YouTube support recommendation. I'm exploring all options against your behavior here. If you're a professional, act like it. If this is your livelihood, protect it. You may be used to stealing from others, but I will fight you on this, especially since I hold a legitimate federal copyright. Lol. If I don't want my work published, you have no legal rights to my work. Seeing how you file shared my deleted video, you took a huge risk.
God, Quantum, are you planning on representing yourself in court? That's what that sounds like. How exactly do you think the judge is going to take any of this?
Sit down, you rapist! Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to wait till I've heard everything.
Exactly how in the world are you accusing the Actman of threatening you in this paragraph-long message where you are actively threatening his livelihood. You couldn't even wait 30 minutes for him to respond to you. All you are doing is giving him evidence for what is quite possibly going to be the easiest court case in all of history. You have 4 incredibly large channels who have already corrected you on how copyright works. We're talking about successful channels, not a pitiful one that's running on fumes like yours.
Oh,
These
okay.
guys know how all of it works. Who exactly are you trying to fool? And you're completely delusional if you think you're intimidating the Act Man. What you think are legitimate threats are nothing more than memes for him. Hell, he could cover all of his legal fees by simply making a video on you. You on the other hand, well, let's just say you're going to have plenty of space once you have to auction off all those TVs. I will tell you what there is to say. Let's hop on voice chat real quick. No drama, just real talk.
You won't tell me anything. You hold no power in this situation.
No audience.
We're talking no.
Voice chat.
Why? Can you not speak?
Oh my god. I got time for these commercials. Wait, what did I just do? Oh, great.
I want everything in writing.
LMAO, bro. Just talk to me. I'm giving you a chance.
It may be funny to you, but this isn't a game.
My God, are you still talking?
I bet you anything the Ackman was playing some Halo Infinite as he was typing to Quantum TV at the same time. Meanwhile, Quantum TV is using 110% of his brain to come up with these replies.
Explain it to me.
Alrighty.
Answer your goddamn phone.
Ready when you are.
Like I said, I want it in writing. Type it out.
Oh my god, he does realize Discord messages can be deleted, yeah? You can record our conversation.
Let me know exactly what the ramifications are in written form.
It's the same as typing it out.
This is not up for debate. If you want to talk, type it out.
Text can be misconstrued. I want you to hear my voice, dude.
No, it can't.
That's a stupid boy. It absolutely can, LOL. What?
Think and write what you mean.
Jesus Christ, he didn't even have the balls to talk to him in a voice chat. What's wrong, Ackman? You can't be as stupid as me? You can't just type without thinking like I do? You have to do that thing where people think and speak? This is who Quantum TV really is, a little bitch. Too afraid to directly speak to the people who he's attempting to silence. But it's what you expect from this sort of person. It's not often in life you get to meet people this stupid, so we should all soak it up. If you felt stupid about something you did recently, don't worry, it pales in comparison. It's clear as day Quantum TV has no clue what the hell he's talking about. And I don't know what gave it away. Maybe it was the first, second, third, fourth, or basically every single message. So obviously after YouTube shot him down, and he refused to take the Ackman's offer and discussing it, Quantum did the next best thing he could. He made a 20+ minute long video where he ranted like an absolute moron, further exposed himself, and blamed everything on the Elden Ring community, Mischief, and From Software. And I'm not gonna lie, it's repetitive, really boring, and nothing we haven't heard already. So I instead decided to cut out the snippets that actually matter. And before you ask, Quantum, yes, I broke into your house and stole this video.
Shut your fucking mouth, you'll do nothing. You'll do fucking nothing. Not one of you will do nothing.
So since, what is his name here? The Act Man? Never heard of you until your fans came and attacked literally all of my videos and just started spamming and trolling and all that crap. So we're going to...
He looks like Mega Mind.
...your so-called hot takes, which contains a lot of stolen footage. And, which, by the way, I'll look into my options around getting that taken down.
Enough with these empty threats, Quantum. You ain't doing jack. You're going to sit there and you're going to take it like a bitch, and there's not a goddamn thing you're going to do about it. You don't have the mental or financial means of doing any of this. The most you could do was message the Act Man, and you ran away when he offered to talk to you. We know at this point you have no options, none that are realistic anyway. Anyways, at this point of the video, there's only one talking point Quantum has against the Act Man, and that's when the Act Man plays the clip of Quantum TV telling Elden Ring players to go kill themselves. And you must all be anticipating what his counter argument to that was.
Now, people want to take the part where I said at the end of the day, go kill yourself, man, as a literal attack on people. As within the same video, I am literally saying, hey, if you like this kind of game, play it, it's for you, go ahead. I literally like being chill with these people, and they want to pretend like that's a malicious, direct, like, are you kidding me? We're talking about Elden Ring, you know it's a death loop. And it's because I'm not embracing a game that 12 million players like. Now what? Now I'm public enemy number one? And these pieces of shit are literally taking this out of context and saying, you're maliciously telling us to go off ourselves. No, the fuck I'm not, man. I'm literally telling you that this fucking game has a problem with dying. I've established that in my first review. I've established that in this video that's taken out of context throughout the fucking video. And I'm establishing it here. But of course, Actman and all these other people want to run with a false narrative.
You seem as if you like to talk. I like to let people talk who like to talk. It makes it easier to find out how full of shit they are.
You know, Quantum, I would be inclined to believe you, but then again, you did go tell a bunch of gay people to go kill themselves. You wished death upon the gay community. You told members they should have died in the Pulse shooting. Give me a good reason why we should believe you. Evidence shows you may have meant it. I mean, that's the story I'm going with. At this point, I don't really care about fairly representing you. You decided to represent yourself. Your demeanor gives us no reason to believe you. Up to this point, it's been nothing but pure toxicity, mountains of salt, and false accusations levied towards other YouTubers out of pure desperation. Of all the people I've ever done videos on, you are easily the most unhinged one. Nobody knows what to believe that comes out of your mouth. All we do know is that 99% of it is pure hatred.
Now tell me, how exactly did you get this video, Mr. Actman?
Stop! You violated the law.
I don't care that you thieves want to steal other people's shit, and when you get picked up on the copyright ID tool and somebody actually uses it, now you want to retaliate? Nobody gives a fuck, bro. You want to be a copyright guru, go to school and learn how it works, but don't sit up here stealing and yanking videos down by downloading them, because YouTube just saves it in the app. So everyone who's re-uploading my videos, you're not getting it legally. The way you're doing it is a counterfeit method. That alone is not fair use, dude, because your method of getting this is counterfeit.
Counterfeit? The clips Actman was using were a counterfeit of your video? Do you think everybody was downloading your video and just re-uploading the entirety of it? Claiming it was made by them? Do you seriously think anybody in the world would want to take credit for one of your crappy-ass videos? This would imply that you think your videos are valuable or important items. Believe me, Quantum, nobody can replicate stupidity like yours or the piss-poor quality of your content. This is the real deal. It's the original one. The OG code that you decided to post on YouTube for everyone to freely watch, download, and share. Nobody is re-uploading your content and claiming it's you.
Exactly.
A single person who would want to be recognized as Quantum TV.
I can't even with this community. This is not going to change anyone's mind about Elden Ring. This is a game that should never have been made because it promotes a mob. Just look at this.
Elden Ring promotes a mob? Really? Where does it say that on the box? Can anybody check for me? I bought it digitally. I don't know.
This is because I told you that this game is made for people with no friends, no family, no life. You're basically shut-ins. And you are. All of you have taken my videos, chopped them up, downloaded them, re-uploaded them after they were deleted, and constantly ran with this victim mentality of I've been false copyright flagged on mischief side of things, and people who just kind of anything that they can do to keep the Elden Ring conversation going. Why? Because you love the drama. You're like teenage girls in middle school. Do your thing, but at the end of the day, we know what this fucking is. This is about a stupid game, bro.
Ah, lovely. Making a video where you quadruple down. Who would have ever seen that coming? Are you really going to sit here after spending an entire week non-stop? Are you really going to call the Elden Ring community no-lifers, losers, with no friends or family, when you've spent an entire week, no, not week, sorry, month of making videos, responding to everybody, except me, that has made a video on you. You've been spamming comment sections. You've been actively deleting videos like crazy, taking down your social medias. I couldn't imagine you've had time to do anything else other than be a complete loser. Isn't that interesting? You're basically begging the
Your Defiance retarded.
stop, but you won't stop flinging so much goddamn shit.
Damn commercials.
And there's nothing you can say to change the fact that this game is trash. It is 100% garbage because a game that cannot be considered a good game with a difficulty toggle is a game that has no leg to stand on talking about it being a masterpiece without it. Because the fact is, if just adding a difficulty option in to help new players out would make them beat the game and then there'd be nothing to do in the game in like 4 hours, then it's a garbage game. You've done nothing to build up the level. And the devs are hiding behind the difficulty option to make the game seem better than it actually is. And that's the truth about Elden Ring.
How exactly is From Software masking how bad this game is with difficulty? That doesn't make any damn sense. That would imply people are pretending to enjoy the game. And if the game suddenly became absolute crap, if there was an easy mode, then why would you ask for one? There being no difficulty settings doesn't mean the game is crap. It just means you're crap at the game.
And I'm sure all of the men children on this game that have no responsibilities that live with mom and dad, right? Okay? You don't understand what it's like to be a fucking adult. You have real world responsibilities. You've got shit to do. You've got errands to run, and there's never enough time in the day.
Oh, don't bullshit me, Quantum. We know you have more than enough time in the day to put some hours into Elden Ring. And it's funny how the much bigger and more successful channels calling you out are perfectly capable of logging in a few hours. Hell, just take a look at Refuting USA. He has his 2 kids to take care of, and significant other, and bills to pay and errands to run, and yet he's not using this pitiful excuse. You're pathetic.
The reality is, this game isn't for everybody, as you guys know. But again, like I said in my video, a game that isn't made for everyone and isn't made accessible to everyone shouldn't be made, in my personal opinion. And what I meant when I said that was in the terms of its insane difficulty level that excludes new players and creates this tribe of shut-in loser pizza-face gamers that just want to sit there talking shit all day. You know? Could I be more right about this community? You're all a bunch of fucking losers.
What in God's holy name are you blathering about? I've lost complete track of what he was saying. What was that? Something about having no difficulty options excludes players? Well, why does he care? He hates the game. Why does he want to be included? The only way you get included is by getting good. And if you think that's toxic and not going around false copyright striking people or accusing them of being pedos is, then we got a big problem on our hands here. Hopefully one YouTube deals with.
The thing is, I'm over Elden Ring. I've been over Elden Ring for like a month now. I haven't even thought about the fucking game, but it keeps getting brought to my attention. So, Elden Ring players, go play your game and fuck them, okay? Nobody wants to play that shit dick game. It's not game of the year. It's trash in my
It might be my game of the year.
Elden Ring. Be careful with this community, because there are some seriously unhinged people in this community. I mean, just look at what I'm being subjected to.
Oh God, I can feel the ulcers forming in my stomach lining. I think that's a sign that that's enough quantum for the day. Honestly, very little of that video is worth watching. I mean, unless you want to take your chances and overdose, be my guest. In conclusion, Quantum TV is a punk-ass bitch. He continues to be a false copyright striker, only this time YouTube told him to his face, nah, that ain't gonna fly here. Take your copyright strike and go shove it up your ass. Which left him molding and continuing his toxic behavior, trying to intimidate other content creators. And when he doesn't get what he wants, he will go and publicly throw a tantrum and then immediately delete the video as everyone's clicking download, just so they can continue to roast him because he won't shut the hell up. But this time, things are a lot worse. Repercussions may be on the horizon for you.
If I can get a hold of them.
Refuting USA can easily go and contact somebody at YouTube support and bring into light everything going on, and you would most certainly face termination. That's too many false copyright strikes. You're running around calling another content creator a pedo, and you've been ban evading YouTube, and now they will know exactly who you are. And when you lose your channel, you're not going to be able to simply make a new channel branded as the same person. And the last memory anybody will have of the infamous Quantum TV is this one. Well, hopefully I can say it was nice knowing you, Quantum. It really wasn't. It was a nightmare. Countless hours of editing and having to record videos and doing the work. I hate you for that. But hopefully whatever you rebrand as doesn't go around doing the exact same thing. But then again, he's been banned before for the exact same reasons, so I doubt a second ban is going to teach him anything. This is the part where I would wish you good luck, but I'm rooting for you to crash and burn. And so is everyone else. And with that being said, I hope you'll like, comment, share, subscribe if you so choose to, and I'll be seeing you in the next video.
Alright, well, I think that's about it for right now. I also wanted to test how this dual screen would work. Since it went pretty well, I'll probably see if I can get Keo on board to do it. So that means we can do this at the same time. So, yeah, I appreciate everyone's viewership coming to the stream. You already hear that I'm still pretty sick, so I'm gonna go get some rest, lay down, probably do something later. Who knows? All right, everybody. I'll catch you all later.